Unleashing the power of relevant radio. This is Citi 97.3.
Now the worshiper in you wake up. Now the worshiper in you wake up.
The Citi Breakfast Show. Rise above the noise.
You are my song. All day, all night I will sing of your faithfulness. This is my story. You are my song. All day, all night I will sing of your faithfulness. From my spirit to my soul, until my voice re-echoes, you are worthy of my worship, worthy of my praise. My spirit to my soul, until my voice re-echoes, you are worthy of my worship, worthy of my praise. Somebody release your worship. Yeah, we worship. Ostepele kopara natela.
This is the Citi Breakfast Show.
Lift it up,
The
everybody.
city's biggest conversation.
You are. Can you look at Jesus and tell him? This is my story.
Indeed, is worthy of our worship, worthy of our praise. Because His faithfulness, we are not consumed. Great is His faithfulness. They are new every morning. Welcome to a brand new day, 35 after 6, 97.3 Citi FM. My name is Caleb. Could I bring you the newspaper review? And we have a packed show for you today. So welcome. It's an interactive one, so 0549986996. That's the number to always engage us on. As you go about your day, just remember that His faithfulness is new every morning, and it gives you enough grace to do excellent work for His glory and in service of humanity. My name is Caleb. Bring you the newspaper review. Richard Delaskai, Francisca Kakrafo sing. The newspaper review is brought to us by Fidelity Bank. Zika Boom Reloaded. Save 500 Ghana cedis or more. Stand a chance to win up to 100,000 Ghana cedis in grand draw. Every 500 cedi deposit gives you more chances to win 5,000 cedis monthly. So visit any of our branches or agent point, deposit in multiples of 500 and win big. If you don't have an account, open one today. Fidelity Bank is here for your journey. Zika Boom style. We're doing this on the NLA's Caritas platform. Good morning, Sky Francisco.
Good morning, my brother. How's it going?
Very good, thank you.
Good morning.
Yes,
How are you?
Yes.
I'm in good health, thank you.
Yes. Let's just quickly remind the people that
Yes.
we're coming to the north later this weekend.
So,
Big things are happening at the Aliu Mahama Stadium now. People now casually call it the Tamale Sports Stadium, right?
Yeah.
Yes. So if you have not registered yet, please, you know what to do.
0205973973.
Exactly. And if you have things to sell and you have already registered, please put yourself together properly.
Quick.
So that you know the right packaging. And
Quick.
If you haven't learned a few things about customer service, please go online and read a few things.
And bring everything.
Exactly.
Not now we count that it's no, it has finished.
Yeah, so let's go.
We are very aggressive. We are coming to buy that thing.
So yes, that's the matter. And before we go into the newspaper, I have two things that I want to quickly touch on. The first one has to do with a video I saw yesterday of a young girl who virtually was forced to cut her hair because they wanted to enroll her in a particular school. I won't mention the school. I think that is completely unacceptable. It's unconstitutional, a decision to have made. It is illegal. I don't think that students should be subjected to that level of, if you like, conformity. The law has been laid down in Iras Magai versus the Achimoto School Board and then also the Attorney General. And if it was wrong to have forced a Rasta student to remove his hair because the school wanted, conformity, then it is equally wrong in this particular case when a young girl is being forced to remove her hair. The principle holds valid in my respectful view. Now, the second point about
Can I just comment on that briefly?
Okay.
In as much as I agree with you, there's a bit of nuance. And I won't go into it now, but I think that the outrage and the demand for the law to change or to be applied should consider everybody. Okay?
That's
Because there's having been to a girls' school myself, there's some discrimination about who cuts their hair. If you are a 100% Ghanaian person with a regular kinky hair, you cut your hair. But if you're of mixed
Caucasian,
breed, then you are permitted to either keep your hair. So I think that we have to interrogate the outrage.
No, I identify with you on the subject matter of whether it is Caucasian or black, whatever it is. Look, the context must be clear. We cannot subject kids to that level of conformity to the extent that it strips away their, what do you call it?
Identity?
Not
dignity.
dignity. Yeah, I think I will use that word. And the second point is the people who are circulating this video. Again, the Constitution and the Children's Act, they don't allow these things. A child in distress should not be subjected to this widespread circulation of videos of this kind. It is completely unacceptable.
We'll have more time.
Yes, so the data protection institution, the people in charge of the cyberspace, and our institutions must be up and doing. It is unacceptable.
Very well.
Anyway, let's go to the Ghanaian Times, which has a story that says, "Be patient. AG pleads with Ghanaians over recovery of loot and prosecutions." Also on the front page, Reviving Ghana Airways. President hints of public-private partnership.
Okay, I'll take you to the Daybreak newspaper front page stories. DCE's son escapes kidnapping in Bumpurugu. Suspects on the run. Also, Oral's $20 billion recovery figure not supported by evidence, and that's according to Justice Sermsai. He's the Deputy Attorney General. LGBTQ plus bill already passed by previous Parliament, and Majority Leader Mahama Ayarga is the one saying that. A story from Dr. Baumia says ideas create jobs. And one more, lawyer responds to Ayene, Wontumi has made no offer to the AG.
The Chronicle says LGBT plus bill. The kitchen is hot for Mahama, but we will force him to pass it. This is coming in from Alex Marking. Also on the front page this morning, land guard activities. Police drag 2 national security operatives to court.
Okay.
I'll take you to the New Republic. Front page stories, Ghost Payroll Shocker. NSA bleeds 2.2 billion Ghana cedis in phantom salaries. Oral uncovers billions in bloat. NPP flagship projects drenched in corruption. Another story on the front page of the New Republic, banks, shell firms and billions. How Abdul Wahab's network bled buffer stock dry.
The final newspaper from me this morning is the Insight newspaper. Big story says SMG calls for action against environmental vandalism by capitalist elites, rejects imperialism and neoliberalism. You can always trust the Insight newspaper. And then also Gold Board opens applications for jewelry and refinery licenses. If you're
To the
interested, you know what
business
to do.
analyst and front page stories, GJA pledges support for Gomoa Central Economic Zone. Jumfor hails Mahama's 24-hour economy. Also on that region, Gomoa Central, Ghana's next industrial powerhouse unveiled under Mahama's 24-hour economy vision. And this is exciting news for the people of Central region. Other stories on the front page of the business analyst. Informal cross-border trade hit 7.4 billion Ghana cedis in quarter 4 of 2024. Assets of former Buffer Stock CEO and wife frozen. Comes with a picture of the Attorney General, Dr. Dominic Ayene, and former Buffer Stock CEO denies involvement in alleged 78.3 million Ghana cedi diversion.
Right. The staff of Prudential Bank yesterday went on a protest, but if you bank with them, the bank is assuring you of full operations despite that protest yesterday. I won't bow to pressure to rush cases. This is the Attorney General Dominic Ayene. 1 dead, 4 injured in Ojura Festival shooting in Ashirase. And then also President Akufo-Addo's meeting with aspirants was frank, productive and unifying. Ghana's informal cross-border trade valued at 7.4 billion in 2024 last quarter. If you go to channel1newsonline.com, Bole Bamboy, over 130 blue water guards inaugurated to fight Galamsey. That story is here. I'm not under pressure. This is the Attorney General once again. Accra to undergo major decongestion again. This is according to the mayor. If you go to the High Street Journal, Northern Business Fair 2025, showcasing the commerce, creativity and ingenuity of Northern Ghana. Beautiful story. Another one, livestock and food products dominate Ghana's informal imports. That's a very interesting one. If you go to my journal online, NPP vindicated. Oral was a complete waste of time, says Mensha South NP. But the one of the members of the committee, Daniel Yaldomaville, says that oral data included garbage entries collected without verification. We can get into the details now.
Yep, we can. Yes.
Okay, so I'll start with the Gomoa Central to be Ghana's next industrial powerhouse, which was unveiled under President Mahama's 24-hour economy. You guys are not giving the funds that is required.
Yay! No one's smiling.
Oh yes, no one's smiling. I like it when Sami says that. Details of that story. Gomoa Central is set to become Ghana's next major industrial and trade hub following the official declaration of the Gomoa Central Special Economic Zone, GCSEZ, a transformative 21 50,000-acre development designed to anchor large-scale manufacturing, logistics, and investments under the government's 24-hour economy initiative.
Beautiful.
At the launch ceremony in Accra, the Member of Parliament for Gumua Central, Honorable Kwame Asari Obing, also known as Kwame A+, described the GCSEZ as a bold step towards Ghana's economic renewal and regional industrialization. And in this same paper, which is the Business Analyst, the GJA is also pledging support for the Gumua Central Economic Zone.
It is a very smart move. We hope it works. The reconstruction of the road towards that part of the
really open the economy up in that area.
Yes. I hope that the people would arrange a few parcels of landed, so that we can also be there. You never know.
Alone your title holders.
Yati American.
You're speaking to the gods through the air.
That's why I'm, Page 5 of the Ghanaian Times says this morning, be patient. The Attorney General is pleading with all of us. Julius Yaupetiti says the Attorney General Minister of Justice, Dr. Dominic Ritinga Ayene, has pleaded with Ghanaians to be patient with the government in its quest to retrieve alleged proceeds of crime from former government officials. Now, he said criminal prosecutions are delicate, they take time, and conviction could only be secured with painstaking diligence. There's a quote here that says, in criminal law, charges must be specific, because if you miss the element of specificity, your case will be thrown out. Now, that is why I keep urging Ghanaians to be patient, because we need diligent investigations so that when we send a case to court, we don't have any doubt. That's attributed to the Attorney General. Now, he made this appeal in Accra yesterday when he provided an update on the operation Recover All Loot Oral Investigations, an investigative or initiative by government to retrieve what they are calling looted students.
Let me stay with the Attorney General on the story about assets of former Buffer Stock CEO and wife frozen. And the story from Business Analyst reads, the Attorney General and Minister for Justice, Dr. Dominic Ayene, has announced that the assets of the former Chief Executive Officer of the National Food and Buffer Stock Company, NAFCO, Abdul Wahab Hanan, and his wife, Faiza Seiduwuni, have been frozen, with steps underway to have them confiscated. Speaking at the Government Accountability Series on Wednesday, October 22, Dr. Ayene disclosed that investigators have frozen a fixed deposit account belonging to Mr. Hanan at the Republic Bank's Laboni branch in Accra, containing 10 million Ghana cedis. He added that several vehicles and over 61 luxury handbags linked to the couple have also been seized as part of the ongoing investigations. And permit me to stay on the subject of the NAFCO CEO, the former NAFCO CEO. He's also rebutting these allegations at which the paper captures. And it reads, former Chief Executive Officer of the National Food Buffer Stock Company, NAFCO, Abdul Wahab Hanan Aludiba, has strongly denied allegations of diverting 78.3 million Ghana cedis from the company's accounts to private firms said to be connected to him and his wife. His response follows comments made by the Attorney General at yesterday's press conference. In a statement issued on Tuesday, Mr. Abdul Wahab described the allegations as untrue and deeply unfortunate, stressing that he had no involvement in any wrongdoing.
Okay, some connections, issues
Oral?
connected to that. Yes,
I wanted to. Okay, then
great,
handle
please,
that.
because he's been speaking on Oferiata's extradition. He's been speaking on the National Cathedral audit report, and then also Domelevo has been speaking. So Ghana cannot seek Oferiata's extradition without solid case. This is the AG, Attorney General, and Minister of Justice Dominic Ayene. Doctor says Ghana cannot formally request the extradition of former Finance Minister Ken Oferiata from the United States until a solid legal case is established. He explained that U.S. extradition laws require a comprehensive docket and formal charges before any extradition request can be processed. So that's it on the former finance minister. On the National Cathedral, he says audit report is expected in 3 weeks. According to him, the findings of the audit will inform the government's next line of action regarding the possible termination of contracts with the National Cathedral Secretariat. Meanwhile, the NPP says they feel feel vindicated. Oral was a complete waste of time. Mensha South MP has been speaking, quoting him from myjoyonline.com. He says, let me put it in the form of a question. What was the utility of the oral? When you look at the persons forming the committee, you have Daniel Domelevo, a very highly experienced auditor and former Auditor General, Martin Kwebu, an experienced lawyer, and Commissioner retired Kofi Boache. You had all these people on there with the current Ioko boss too there, and all they did was to receive documents and couldn't even prove the usefulness or otherwise of the documents.
I think it's too early for people to be making those comments.
Yeah.
Prosecution takes time. Let's see what happens in the future.
Meanwhile, Domelevo himself is quoted as saying oral data included garbage entries collected without verification. That's just
that's by the way.
That's just
anyway. Let me
quickly on oral. Just quickly on oral. Oral's $20 billion recovery figure not supported by evidence. Sremsai is saying that the Deputy Attorney General Justice Sremsai has cast doubt on the $20 billion recovery figure announced by the government's Operation Recover or Loot or Oral Committee, saying preliminary evidence does not support such an assessment. Sremsai, who was speaking in an interview on TV on GH1 TV, said the amount being cited as potentially recoverable is not a fair assessment of what can be recovered, adding that based on evidence received so far, it is a bit on the high side.
Okay, so let me quickly take you to some stories in the Chronicle. The first one has to do with the minority leader pouring scorn on government, saying the kitchen is hot for Mahama. Max Olufuri reports from Parliament on page 3 that pressure is mounting on the government of the President John Dramani Mahama to pass the controversial anti-gay bill. Now, in Parliament on Wednesday, October 22, 2025, the minority registered their resolve to compel the government to pass the bill, saying literally that they would mount the same pressure in their majority on their majority colleagues as they did to them when they were in government. I think this whole thing is completely needless. There are bigger issues.
Very disappointed watching proceedings in Parliament yesterday. Wow.
Anyway, let me take you to some other stories. If you go to the same Chronicle, there's a story that has to do with a chief. Is it? Yes, a chief who abdicated yesterday.
This is the Kedehene.
Yeah, that's right. It was a very, emotional one.
Videos of it.
Yeah, you see that on page 4. Yeah. Kadehini abdicates stool after 21 years. Alleged sabotage. Now, the chief of Kade in the Eastern region, Osabarima Ejari Tinadu II, has abdicated his stool after 21 years of service. Now, in an emotional statement, he described his reign as tumultuous and thank God for surviving it all. Now, known in private life as William Kwame Ampel, Osabarima Ejari Tinadu II announced his decision on Wednesday in the presence of elders of the town. Now, the chief had verbally told his subjects and other natives that he ceased to be their chief before formally handing over his written statement. Still talking about chieftaincy. If you go to page 5 of the same newspaper, we're told 5 arrested over chieftaincy-related murder at Asemko. First paragraph of the story says the Western Regional Police Command has arrested 5 suspects in connection with the murder of one John Aban, brother of the chief of Butre, and Asemko, following a violent chieftaincy dispute in Asemko in the Ahanta West District. And we're told that in the Eastern region, during the celebration of Ojira, some gunshots went off, and a number of people have been arrested in connection with that.
Ashirasi is where this happened. One person died in the process, 1 dead, 4 injured in Ojira Festival shooting in Ashirasi. 1 person has been confirmed dead, while 4 others are receiving treatment for gunshot wounds following a violent clash during the Ojira Festival at Ashirasi in the Kuapem South Municipality of the Eastern Region. Police say 34 suspects have been arrested and currently in custody at Ebre, assisting with investigations. Now, a pump action gun and a pistol have also been retrieved from the scene. Let me bring you some business angles.
Before you go to business, Sky, there's a story that I saw on Facebook posted by a friend of mine. This is a town in Central Region. I can't recall the name of the town, but it involves a 49-year-old man who defiled allegedly a 13-year-old, that the girl had stolen his 800 CDs. And so in the full glare of members of the community,
to make up for that.
he
Are you serious?
defiled the girl and said that he was going to continue doing that, and the girl was protesting. He was going to do that until midnight. So the story suggests that the people sent the matter to the police, who later arrested the gentleman. But I just wanted to bring that up. And, kudos to the police for that quick intervention.
Thank you for bringing that up. So now Togo tops Ghana's informal trade. Food and drinks dominate Ghana's statistical service survey, showing that Togo ranked as Ghana's largest informal trading partner, accounting for almost 1.8 billion Ghana cedis of informal cross-border trade in the fourth quarter of 2024. This is according to new data from GSS. The data comes from Ghana's first national informal cross-border trade survey, which tracked unrecorded trade between Ghana and its three landed neighbors, Togo, Burkina Faso, and Cote d'Ivoire. The report shows that Togo recorded the highest volume of informal trade with Ghana, representing 61.2% of all informal activity between the two countries. Now, if you go to the High Street Journal, then we are told that livestock and food products dominate Ghana's informal imports.
From where?
Magbona. Livestock and food commodities continue to dominate Ghana's informal cross-border imports, accounting for nearly half of all unrecorded trade during the fourth quarter of 2024. The report forms part of Ghana's, that background has been revealed already. Going down, it says informal livestock trade is not marginal activity, it's the backbone of the meat supply in northern Ghana. Dr. Al-Hassan Idrisu said there is more information on this one. I'm sure we'll bring you more detail a bit later on the show.
Quickly, let me return to the Ghanaian Times. You find a story on page 11 of the newspaper. It says Justice Doche calls for improved infrastructure in senior high schools, and Samuel Wood from Pando reports that the former Supreme Court judge, a man I respect so much, Justice Jones Doche, has urged the government to step up efforts to provide adequate infrastructure in senior high schools to enhance quality teaching and learning. According to him, addressing infrastructure challenges such as overcrowding would create a more conducive environment for effective academic work and holistic development. Now, Justice Doche made the appeal at the 72nd speech and prize-giving day of the Pando Senior High School, held in the Pando municipality of the Volta region. Now, the event, organized by the school's 2000-year group to mark the 25th anniversary, was on the theme Nurturing Discipline, Inspiring Excellence. And it goes on to talk about other things.
Beautiful stuff.
That's a great call, and a lot of our senior high schools need infrastructure.
Let me just throw in some more figures on the trades thing, right? On a country basis, Ghana recorded a trade surplus of 576 million Ghana cedis with Burkina Faso and 378 million with Cote d'Ivoire, but a deficit of 539 million with Togo. Now, per the report, food items dominated the informal trade space, making up 49.6% of informal imports and 41% of exports, underscoring the sector's critical role. Now, top informal exports include alcoholic drinks, valued at 187 million Ghana cedis, soft drinks 170 million, petrol and second-hand clothing in that order. Now you have rice, livestock and mattresses and cooking oil in that order. These are some of our major imports.
The economists will tell you that if we trade a lot more amongst ourselves, we'll grow together in a truly big way. If you look at the numbers, you realize that we are doing a lot more of trading with the outside world. That is Europe, America, South America in some cases. As compared to amongst ourselves, and that is what the after wants to figure.
Some are even things we can also do ourselves. That's where the Ghana Fair also comes in.
Yes. The Citi Breakfast Show, the city's biggest conversation.
Sika boom, Fidelity Bank say save and win. Muntio, Sika boom, just deposit and begin. Sika every 500 CDs you keep for a month, you get 1 point all at once. More deposits gets more points in. More points, more cash you feel win. How many points? 1 point every 500 CDs. What if you win? 5,000 CDs monthly. And the grand prize? Hey, 100,000 Ghana CDs.
Don't wait. Visit any Fidelity branch or agent nationwide to deposit in multiples of 500 CDs. The more you deposit, the better your chances to win 5,000 CDs monthly and 100,000 CDs in the grand draw. Terms and conditions apply. Win with us. Fidelity Bank, believe with us.
Sikaboom!
This is an NLA approved promo, now running on the Caritas Lottery platform.
Oh, jump on now. Go. Ah, go me. Now, what time will you come back where I don't hear the sound of your car? Why you buy new car?
No, I not change my car. It be the same ride. It be the fuel way I change. Way one shouts it. Ever since I started using the all-new Excellium Premium Fuel, fortified with 3-in-1 action. Oh, Joe, now my car they run like electric car. No, it's so.
This is the type of fuel where they want to. Because now engine they cost. Where they want for way if I buy it, it go protect my engine. And with the small way I buy, I go drive, sir.
Absolutely. It's like strapping a turbocharger to your engine and giving it a protector. And what they bust my mindset be the 3-in-1 action, no? Excellium they prevent up to 99% of deposit. It be anti-wear, some be anti-corrosion. Won't pay when I open them.
Hey, so where can I find this magical fuel?
Just head over to any Total Energy service station and your car will thank you.
Hey, then make a finish my go be fast, then rush go Total Energies. My friend, but why your hand my go be inside?
I give you info. Make her feel the go be too small.
Go.
Joe Pana. Excellium is designed to protect your car engine, decrease fuel consumption, and lower CO2 emissions. Don't say fuel, say Excellium. Choose Excellium, choose quality.
This is the City Breakfast Show, the city's biggest conversation.
Nashika Caesar joins us with the breakfast edition of the City Business News, and that's brought to you by EcoBank, Valex, Lease Equip Limited, and MTN. Making way for Nashika Caesar to serve you the business news. Good morning.
Good morning, Caleb. Hello and welcome to the breakfast edition of the City Business News, proudly brought to you by MTN, Valex Lease and Equip Limited and EcoBank. I'm Nashika Caesar. Coming up, producer price inflation surges slightly to 3.2% in September 2025. Also coming up, Ghana Association of Banks refutes claims that commercial banks do not issue import declaration forms. And later, Upper East Region leads Ghana's informal border trade. Let's settle for the details of our stories now. The year-on-year producer price inflation for all goods and services stood at 3.2% in September 2025, according to the Ghana Statistical Service. This represents a 0.2 percentage point increase from the 3.0% recorded in August 2025, but a sharp decline of 27.3 percentage points compared to September 2024, when producer inflation was significantly higher. Here's more.
On a month-on-month basis, producer prices rose by 0.9% between August and September 2025, meaning that on average, producers received 0.9% more for their goods and services than they did the previous month. The mining and quarrying sector, which carries the largest weight in the PPI basket, saw a marginal increase in its inflation rate from 4.9% in August to 5% in September. Similarly, manufacturing, which accounts for 35% of the PPI weights, recorded a modest uptick from 1.6% to 1.7% over the same period. Transport and storage prices continued to decline, with inflation in the sector dropping by 8.2% in September compared to 8% in August 2025. The Ghana Statistical Service is urging businesses to cut waste, improve efficiency, and reinvest savings in technology and skills development to stay competitive amid the fluctuating prices. The service also advised government to prioritize tax reliefs, address energy and transport bottlenecks, and strengthen local supply chains to make production cheaper and more efficient. For households, the Ghana Statistical Service recommends smart spending habits, urging consumers to compare prices, buy wisely, and support businesses that pass on cost savings.
That was Neti Ajaho with that report. Now, the Upper East region has been named Ghana's busiest hub for informal cross-border trade, moving goods worth about 1.27 billion Ghana cedis in exports in the last quarter of 2024. This is according to the Informal Cross-Border Trade Survey from the Ghana Statistical Service, which studied trade activities that take place outside official customs systems, often through small-scale traders and local markets along Ghana's borders. Here are details.
The data shows that the Upper East exports were 15 times higher than those from the Savannah region, which recorded 82.9 million Ghana cedis. The Paga border in the Upper East region was cited as the busiest route for informal imports, serving as a key gateway for goods entering Ghana from Burkina Faso and other Sahelian markets. Items commonly traded through Paga and other northern entry points include livestock, grains, cooking oil, and household goods. The report found that most informal traders use tricycles and motorbikes, showing that much of the trade happens at a small scale but with frequent trips. 66% of exporters were men, while 41% of importers were women, especially in the Savannah, Western and Northern regions. On a country basis, Togo led Ghana's informal trade with 1.8 billion Ghana cedis. Ghana sold more goods to Burkina Faso and Cote d'Ivoire than it bought, but imported more from Togo, resulting in a 539 million Ghana cedi trade deficit. Government statistician Dr. Alhassan Idris was speaking at a press briefing said understanding these patterns will help design policies to support small traders and improve border infrastructure.
First, there is a need to support informal traders through upgrading of border infrastructure and provision of registration, access to credit, and training to make trade faster and easier. And here, we need to make it easier and safer for informal traders to do business. That means improving border infrastructure, simplifying customs procedures, and creating fair, accessible systems that bring traders gradually into the formal economy, not by force, but by opportunity. And here I emphasize, we are not saying that we should go and kill informal trade. That's not the point here. And it also means that we should begin to recognize the critical role women play in informal trade and ensuring that all policies and border reforms are gender sensitive and inclusive. We need to strengthen our collaboration with Togo, Cote d'Ivoire, and Burkina Faso, our borders, for our neighboring countries, for data sharing and customs harmonization.
That was government statistician Dr. Alhassan Idrisu ending that report by Netili Neti Ajaho. Moving on, the Ghana Association of Banks has clarified that commercial banks in the country do not generate or issue import declaration forms following recent media reports suggesting irregularities in the process. In a statement, the association says the import declaration form is a customs document created and managed by the Ghana Revenue Authority GRA through the Integrated Customs Management Systems, stressing that banks only facilitate legitimate trade payment for importers in line with Bank of Ghana and GRA guidelines.
According to the Ghana Association of Banks, some commercial banks have detected instances where importers use import declaration forms to initiate advance payments for imports but later generate new forms without the knowledge of the banks involved, often in an attempt to under-invoice or evade customs duties. The association said banks take immediate remedial measures, including suspending further advance payment for affected customers until all relevant documentation is verified. However, it noted that some importers use accounts at multiple banks to continue such transactions, creating a system-wide loophole beyond the control of any single institution. The association, in its statement, explained that the industry, working with the Bank of Ghana, the Ghana Revenue Authority, and ICAMS, has set up a multi-stakeholder committee to review the import declaration form process, identify gaps, and recommend coordinated solutions to close the loopholes. The association also clarified that the $200,000 transaction threshold applies only to customers without full import documentation at the time of payment. Importers with verified documents can process transactions exceeding that amount in line with regulatory provisions.
That was Emmanuel Opong with that Business Desk report. Now, Prudential Bank is assuring its customers that all the bank's branches and digital channels remain operational following an industrial action by staff on Wednesday. Management of Prudential Bank says it has taken the necessary steps to bring an end to the industrial action undertaken by some staff and also apologized for the inconvenience the situation may have caused its customers. Now, on the interbank market today, the dollar is selling for 10 cedis 64 pesos, while the British pound is going for 14 cedis 34 pesos, and the euro is going for 12 cedis 58 pesos. And that's it for the breakfast edition of the Citi Business News, proudly brought to you by MTN, Valex Lease Equip Limited, and EcoBank. I'm Nashika Caesar. Many thanks for your company. Do have a great business day.
If you know these sounds, you didn't just live through the 90s, you lived the experience. Back then, connection took minutes. Today, it takes a blink. You express yourself with memes. You hold video calls across continents. You say hey to an AI who responds,
"Hello, Kwame."
You order rides, dinner, and dreams all from the palm of your hand. A lot has changed, so have we. For over 3 decades, EcoBank has evolved with you, leading digital banking in Ghana and across 33 African countries, pioneering solutions built around how you live, move, and dream today. From our express points to EcoBank Pay, online banking, and the mobile app, we are where you are. Here for today, ready for tomorrow. Now, that's change, powered by EcoBank.
EcoBank, a better way to bank your way. EcoBank, the Pan-African Bank.
We asked Ghanaian business owners what they want from Old Mutual.
I want insurance and pension solutions that will protect my employees.
Your business growth is our business. For 180 years, we have partnered with businesses to protect and grow their most valuable assets. From tailored group life assurance protection to affordable pension plans, we've got your business and your employees covered. Contact your broker or call Old Mutual on 0509 551 609 today. Old Mutual, do great things every day.
Announcing Ghana's first unlimited photocopier leasing. Yes, from just 983 Ghana cedis, you can lease a multifunctional photocopier and print unlimited. Yes, unlimited and free paper every month. Guess what? That's not all. Toners, repairs, and maintenance all are free. And oh, I'm not kidding at all. And we cover the whole country. Yes, the whole country. What are you waiting for? Just visit us at www.valexlease.com or call 0244 644048. I repeat, or call 0244 644048. Remember, terms and conditions apply. Valex Lease, affordable document management solutions.
Hey, Ruben. Every 2 seconds notification. The Momo keeps on coming. It keeps on coming, eh?
Ma, I am the community Momo man now. People send money, and with the Momo app, every payment is done. My transactions are flying.
Hey, Adeng.
Ah, ma, you didn't know, eh?
Over 2 million Ghana cedis is up for grabs in the Stillman Saka promo. Transact more than 100 Ghana cedis with your Momo app, and you could win daily, weekly, and monthly cash prizes, and 100,000 Ghana cedis grand prize. And it's not just payments and money transfers. Bank to wallet transactions, savings, loans, investments, pensions, POS transactions, and Momo transactions from other partner platforms qualify. This promo runs in collaboration with the NLA on the Caritas Lottery platform. Terms and conditions apply.
This is the Citi Breakfast Show, the city's biggest conversation.
Kickoff coming your way shortly. But thanks to Valex Lease, MTN, and EcoBank for helping us bring you the Citi Business News. If you're an office, a school, a printing hub, you don't need to spend so much on a photocopier when you can lease and print unlimited. Valex Lease Equip Limited got you on that. From just 983 Ghana cedis a month, you can lease a reliable multifunctional photocopier, print unlimited, with free paper, free toners and cartridges, free repairs, free maintenance all across the country. Stop spending big on machines, paper, repairs, and maintenance. Switch to Valex Lease Equip and keep your cash for what matters most. If you're ready to upgrade, please visit valexlease.com. 0244 644 is the number. We have specialized payment packages for you as well. Affordable document management solutions is what you get at Valex Lease. Hello, boss lady. How's it going? We see you. Go-getters, planners, do-it-all women, building your businesses one bold step at a time. MTN sees you. They are cheering you. That's why they've created the MTN Ejumapa just for you as your new business bestie. More than a bundle, it has special data and call bundles so you stay connected to your customers, suppliers, and everything that helps your hustle grow. It has an insurance benefit also for you to protect the business that you've worked so hard to build. So dial star 5060 hash now, grab your Ejumapa bundle. Let's get to work on your success story together. MTN Ejumapa, powering women in business. EcoBank has been with us through all times. With the evolution of time and technology, EcoBank has always pioneered a range of digital-first banking solutions designed for the way we live today. And we've done this for more than 3 decades. So hop onto our mobile app, EcoBank Pay, Express Points. We have them all. Digital solutions. We are right where you are. EcoBank is a better way to bank your way. EcoBank is the Pan-African bank. Kickoff is coming your way shortly. Kickoff is brought to you by Lesheho and Shell. Lesheho Ghana is 15 years old. Hooray! For 15 years, you, our cherished customers, have trusted us to improve lives across Ghana. We'll celebrate this milestone with a heartfelt thank you to you because you're the reason we are where we are. Together, we look forward to the future with confidence, knowing that with Lesheho, lives will improve. Visit any of our branches or simply call or WhatsApp Nana on 02700 4799. Lesheho Ghana, 15 years of improving lives and still counting. How is your engine feeling as you're on the road? Is it confident? Is it protected? Is it ready to perform at all? If not, listen, talk to Shell V-Power. Drive in because their Dynaflex technology is specially formulated to clean and protect your engine, giving it that boost it needs. Feel unbeatable because the best choice feels just right. Feel the feeling with Shell V-Power. Shell go well. Edwin Kwalkofi joins us with Kickoff.
This is the Citi Breakfast Show, the city's biggest conversation.
Good morning and welcome to the Thursday edition of Kickoff on the Citi Breakfast Show. And it was a huge night in the UEFA Champions League where this happened.
Here's the chance, and it's put in for the opening goal for Chelsea. Mark Guiu with the goal. Caicedo urged to shoot, does shoot, deflected and in. Off Shooterlow, but it may well go down as another Caicedo goal.
Chelsea dominated, and for once, even though there was a red card, it wasn't theirs. And we wrapped up the match day 3 in the UEFA Champions League phase. We'll bring you more in this bulletin. Kickoff, which is powered by Shell. Shell go well. Politangana's on the GH, and Lesheho. Let's improve life. And we start off right in the Champions League, where there were 9 matches in total. And they delivered in typical Champions League fashion. Athletic Bilbao, they beat Azerbaijan club Karabakh by 3-1. Though Iñaki Williams was substituted mid-game with an injury. Galatasaray thrashed Bodo Glimt by 3-1 as well. And Chelsea, they were 5-1 winners over Dutch giants Ajax. Let's hear from Chelsea head coach Enzo Maresca, who expressed pride in his young side after 3 teenagers, Mark Guiu, Esteval Willian and Tariq George, found the back of the net, a new record for the club in the competition.
Yeah, very happy with the performance, with the result. I think overall we deserve to win the game. Has been a very tough game because we didn't plan the game, defending deep and wait, and for part of the game we need to do that, and the player, they deal very good with that situation.
Yeah, it felt like you really were able to control the game today. Even if Liverpool had a fair bit of possession, it still felt like you were quite comfortable for a lot of the game.
Yeah, we didn't risk a lot. You know, they didn't create chances a lot. We create many chances. We scored 3 goals. We could score more goals, no doubt, for sure. But for part of the game, we defend deep, and it's not because we decide that. It's because the other team is so good, and sometimes you have to do that.
That was Chelsea boss Enzo Maresca. Now let's hear from one of Chelsea's young goal scorers, Tyreek George, who says the team is having a lot of fun on the pitch.
Definitely, we're all young, having fun. That's it. Having fun on the pitch. That's it. So.
And obviously now it's Chelsea 4 wins in a row. Do you feel like the confidence in the group is building and building and building?
Definitely. We just want to keep growing, keep improving, keep getting wins.
That was one of Chelsea's young goal scorers, Tyreek George. Well, Real Madrid were 1-0 winners over Juventus, with Jude Bellingham scoring the only goal of the game. Sporting Lisbon, they beat Olympique Marseille 2-1. Monaco drew 0-0 with Tottenham Hotspur, and despite the draw, head coach for Tottenham Hotspur, Thomas Frank, he says the team made too many mistakes.
I think the intensity was not at the level we want to, for whatever reason. I think it's something we've been very good to play with basically every game, more or less. Today we couldn't go for whatever reason. That can be, momentum. It can be a lot of things. And then I think the general level, I think we made too many mistakes. Decision making, simple passes, and that didn't help on the day.
That was Spurs boss Thomas Frank. Atlanta drew 0-0 with Slavia Prague, and Liverpool ended their 4-game losing streak with a dominant 5-1 win over Eintracht Frankfurt. Speaking after the game, manager Arne Slot explained his decision to start both Alexander Isak and Hugo Ekitike, saying it was part of his plan to bring more attacking balance to the team.
Hugo got a big chance and he scored them. Alex got a few. Unfortunately didn't score yet. But he had to go off at half time because he felt his groin a little bit. So that's a pity. But yeah, I've said it many times. It's such a difficult balance to find with a player that missed out 3 months. You bring him slow, you bring him slowly. People also maybe sometimes arguing if you cannot play him more or more often or longer. And now we've played him for the second time in 3 days, and unfortunately he had to go off. So let's hope for the best. But it's not an easy balance to find. If a player has been out for so long.
That was Liverpool boss Arne Slot. Now, Hugo Ekitike, who scored on the night against his former club, says despite how short they've played and this being the first time they're starting with each other, he and Isak have more chances to improve.
I think that was good. Obviously, it was not the best half time together. But I think we can improve together. It's a very good player, and I know in time we need to work together and find a good association, and I think the links will come and then it will work.
One of Liverpool's goal scorers on the night, Hugo Ekitike. Well, Club Brugge also lost by 4-0 against Bayern Munich, with Nicolas Jackson scoring and Harry Kane as well. Let's move to some local stories. And former Youth and Sports Minister Nielante van der Poy says many Ghanaians do not fully understand football when they call for the sacking of Black Stars head coach Otto Addo. Speaking to Umaru Sanda Amado on Face to Face on Channel 1 TV, he explained that Otto Addo was building a sustainable team, and qualifying for the World Cup proved that his approach worked.
People don't understand football. Excuse me to say that. You see, sustainability is key. And coaches, if you have an attrition rate, a high attrition rate, you don't build a team. The team is not only the players. The technical people are also part of the team. Relationship, cordiality, friendship, knowing the players. Otto Addo today knows the weaknesses of some of these players he has used. He knows that with this formation, with this type of players coming to meet us, Umaru Sanda will be better. Let me give you an example. Just over this weekend, how many Manchester United supporters were expecting to see Harry Maguire in the team?
We didn't even care.
Thank you. But he was there. He was player of the match. according to the analyst, his performance was one of the best.
That was the former Minister for Sports, Neil Lante van der Poel. Now, GFA President Keto Kreku says football must be developed in Ghana to unlock its many benefits. Speaking at the GFA soiree organized yesterday, he emphasized that football is his life, adding that it's important for everyone to play a part in promoting the game across the country.
If and when we work together, this sport can offer us anything you can think about. Positive image, open pathways, open doors, open opportunities, earning money because you do hard work, and a lot more than one can think about. So it's very important for us to put in the extra effort to promote football in our country. For me, football is my life.
That was GFA President Ket Okreku. Now we head back to Europe, where Europa League games are tonight. And Feyenoord take on Panathinaikos. RB Salzburg face Ferencvaros at 4:45 p.m. Braga take on Crvena Zvezda. Fenerbahce face Stuttgart. Brann take on Rangers. Go Ahead Eagles take on Aston Villa. Genk host Real Betis. Star Bucharest face Bologna. Lyon welcome Basel to France. And at 7 p.m. Celta Vigo face OGC Nice. Lille take on PAOK. Malmo face Dinamo Zagreb. Young Boys are up against Ludogorets. It's Freiburg versus Utrecht. Celtic take on Sturm Graz. Nottingham Forest, they welcome Porto to the Forest ground. And Roma hosts Victoria Pilsen. To the NBA, and there were some NBA games last night into this morning, and the Memphis Grizzlies beat the New Orleans Pelicans by 128-122. The Chicago Bulls, they edged the Detroit Pistons 115-111. The Milwaukee Bucks defeated the Washington Wizards 133-120. The Utah Jazz, they stunned the LA Clippers 129-108. The San Antonio Spurs, behind Victor Wembanyama's 40 points, they crashed the Dallas Mavericks 125-92. The Minnesota Timberwolves beat the Portland Trail Blazers 118-114, and the Phoenix Suns claimed a 120-116 win over the Sacramento Kings. And that's the latest in the world of sports. For more on all these stories, visit citysportsonline.com. Kickoff was powered by Shell. Shell go well. Politangana's on the GH. Elesheho, let's improve life. I am Edwin Kwa Kofi. The City Breakfast Show continues.
Services, innovative financial solutions. We deliver on our promise, cause we are number one. Let's go, we improve your life. Even when you're stuck with nothing, no matter your situation, let's go, we improve your life. Let's go, let's go, let's go, hey mama, hey mama, hey mama. Let's go, we improve your life.
Do you ever wonder how your car's engine is doing as you drive?
Not often.
Does it feel confident and protected, or is it tired and struggling?
I have a busy schedule, so I leave matters of my engine to Shell V-Power. With Shell V-Power, you can feel confident because it is the best ever fuel designed for performance and efficiency. Shell V-Power removes performance-robbing deposits, so you can feel protected.
Fill up with Shell V-Power at the Shell service station near you. Feel confidence, feel protection, and feel performance over and over again with Shell V-Power. Fuel the feeling with Shell V-Power. Go well.
Join the conversation on the City Breakfast Show on Facebook at facebook.com/City97.3, Twitter at twitter.com/City973, and Instagram at instagram.com/City973 with the hashtag CityCBS.
It's the Electroland Xmas are picking one my promotion. Citi is appreciating and Electroland is offering. Buy Nasco LED TV from $6.99 Ghana cedis, and when you buy Nasco French door, you get a free 5-gas cooker. Buy Nasco 425-liter chest freezer and get free 24-inch TV. Now buy the 545 to 800-liter Nasco chest freezers and get free tabletop fridge. Buy selected TCL smart TVs and get free TV wall bracket, air purifier, and professional monitor. Or you can buy TCL side-by-side fridge and get free 24-inch LED TV. Buy the Samsung QLED 4K Neo TVs from 65 to 100-inch and get your free music frame wireless speaker. Buy Samsung DuraCool Twin Cooling Plus and get free blender or 4-burner gas cooker. Now rush to Electroland showrooms or authorized dealers in Ghana. Call 050-315-9339 or visit www.electrolandgh.com.
New Kivo Hot Pepper Powder. This advert is FDA approved.
Hey there, all enterprise customers. We are rewarding all of you just for standing by us all this while. Simply keep doing the things you've always done with us, like renewing policies, making purchases, and more. The twist though, you have to do them on our self-service portal via web or the Enterprise Advantage app. Once you log into the portal, access Advantage Points and do any of the transactions you're allowed to do there in order to earn points. The more you transact, the more points you earn. The points you earn can be used to redeem loads of airtime, Momo, and other rewards. It's that simple. Just visit the portal, log in, and enjoy. Visit my.enterprisegroup.net.gh or download the Enterprise Advantage app to get started. Enterprise Advantage Points, because nothing you do should be pointless.
Enterprise, your advantage.
When malaria strikes, it doesn't just make you sick. It takes your sleep, your peace, your time. Work on hold, miss deadlines, your home turned upside down. Fight back fast and strong with Vegatem, Artemether and lumenfantrine combination that is tough against malaria. Sealed in durable alu-alu package, each tablet stays effective to the last dose.
Vegatem now day, malaria don't finish oh.
Get back to work, back to health and strength, back to living life with Vegatem. Vegatem, tough on malaria, easy on you. Imported and distributed by Panacea Pharmacy Limited. Contact 059-380-2668 or 0274-182-917 for bulk purchases. Always test for malaria before treatment. This advert is FDA approved.
Are you ready to unlock the next big thing? It's a universe of endless possibilities. Get ready to be part of this universe.
Sankofa, pepper soup where you know, pepper sankofa, sankofa pepper powder, a shishi raw. Sankofa pepper powder, sankofa pepper powder, sankofa pepper powder.
FDA, Aji Ejadi Nkrato Yatum.
Hello! Hey! What man? Great recite ho. Now I Nexus cable metal I want to the biomo. Nexus cable metal fossil. At a flexible. And a conduit cable 5,000 cities Rukobiara or 1Q distributor. And I want retailer Biara. Joe receipt. And I invoice. For phone. Let your invoice and I receipt a picture. For WhatsApp numbers 055 255 7781 and 053 101 8643. Damadana. Obey Sika. Womo monodo. The same phone able to invoice picture. Able to use to distribute an phone. Let's send invoice. Then mom Sikana. Ababa wow phone no do. So Nexans cable. Or ISO certified. Made in Ghana Papa B. To invoice you WhatsApp numbers here there. Now what's Rebecca cashback? Radio more
Nexans cable metal. Electricity no get leg. It be Nexans cable metal cable the carrier.
Whether you're buying water from your favorite spots in Osu, shopping online for the latest styles, or booking your next getaway to Dubai, MasterCard gives you the freedom to pay your way. Insert, tap, swipe, click. So many options, yet so easy. With layers of security protecting every payment, your money stays safe. From Trotro to travel, MasterCard connects you to the life you've earned and the one you dream of. Ask your bank for MasterCard today. MasterCard. Safe, convenient, priceless.
This is the Citi Breakfast Show, the city's biggest conversation. The Citi Breakfast Show. Rise above the noise.
This one is called With the Warrior by Osibisa. 7:36. The name is Bernard Avle. Here with the team. Citi Breakfast Show on Thursday morning. And we have a few requests on the birthday dial. Happy birthday to my King Basani Kwame JB. May God continue to bless you beyond measure. Indeed, you are a very true gentleman and God sent to us. We love you from the JBs. Happy birthday to Emanuela Ohiniwai J and Timothy Nunu of the Audit and Assurance Department of Deloitte, and to Sherilyn Aholu of the Tax and Legal from Charles Kojo, your country managing partner. Happy birthday to Reverend Mrs. Olgana Toyama Tefiu of PCG Bethel Congregation Teshi, and DO2 Philomena Laye, Ghana National Fire Service in charge of safety, Greater Accra from Ni Ashite Ama. And moment of truth to my sweet wife. You are an awesome wife, Mrs. Mary Damsey Lincoln of Diabetes Clinic, Koforidua Regional Hospital. On this special day, I want to remind you how grateful I am for your love, strength, and kindness. You make every moment brighter just by being in it. I'm so proud to share this life with you. Happy birthday from Abraham Lincoln of ECG and the children, Akusia, JD, Mimi Efia, all of Koforidua.
Please help me wish an amazing man of God a glorious happy birthday to my pastor, Blessed Selassie Fuma of Global Evangelical Worship Center, Ashaiman. May the oil never run out from Mr. and Mrs. Moses Yevu of More Creation, Ashaiman. Good morning, Bernardino. I wish to send special 20th birthday wishes to my daughter, Matilda Talata Awuni of University of Cape Coast. I want to welcome her to the second floor. May God bless her for us. This is coming from Danny Spintex.
And Guido, we love you. You are a treasure from God. You are a love personified. We are happy to be part of your person. Keep being you. Happy birthday from Ima and the boys, Nibesob, Numusob, and Mulusob. Let's talk convenience and safety when it comes to your money. Do you know that with MasterCard you have the power to shop and make payments on the go? On lazy Saturdays you can buy breakfast, lunch, a snack and dinner all from your couch. Or with your MasterCard you can even shop locally and internationally with just a tap. And if you are out and about, pay by inserting your card, by tapping or by scanning. Leave cash in the past. Go to your bank and switch to MasterCard today to be on your way to something truly priceless. A number of things to quickly touch upon this morning. Attorney General has been addressing the press, issuing some updates on matters that they've been investigating. It's not exactly clear when those specific matters he raises will go to court, but at least he's raised some issues in respect of alleged acts of corruption and impropriety by public officials, and this one was related to the head of the National Food Buffer Stock Company, and he also made some references about drip equipment and the overpayment by a private company. There are already some matters in courts, but these latest ones have not yet found their way to court. Some people have criticized the AG's approach of giving full details of what he considers to be wrongdoing by public officials in press conferences before actually proceeding to court. And some people prefer him to have actually gone to court to file charges, after which he can then address the press. So it would appear as though he's putting the cart before the horse. And also the details he gives in those press conferences, and the people are not necessarily able to defend themselves in the same public hearing. It's come up for discussion. It seems as if the public is divided on this. Some people actually think that AG is not doing the right thing. Some people think, well, he's well within his right to give the public updates on that. We'll see how far that goes. Some interesting findings also about our first cross-border informal trade survey, showing heightened import activity at the border with Togo, or on our eastern border. And of course, there's also a lot of activity in the north and the western side, but we are running a deficit to Togo and running a surplus to Burkina Faso and Ivory Coast. I'm sure we'll get some more details of that, what that means, whether it's the closeness of the Togo port to the port, to the border. We'll see how that goes. And also some very disturbing trending stories which border on people's rights abuse. I think a couple of them were raised on this review this morning. People being forced to cut their hair, and also another disturbing one.
Is it not life? Is it not character forming?
No, I know you wanted to use that to
weeding.
do some Agama lizard from yesterday,
but you say weeding is character forming, but cutting your hair to conform is not character forming.
You see, I know what you want to do,
you
but
see?
I won't allow you to do it.
You see?
I know what you want to do. You see, it's like
I won't do anything.
He's trying to pull,
I won't do anything.
He's trying to pull a legitimate issue into his. It's like articulating a minor motive to pursue an inarticulate major
no,
motive.
Cutting the hair is not character forming.
No, we are not discussing character forming today. You see what he's trying to do? You see what he's trying to do?
I don't have anything to say.
After going home to reflect on your...
These are apples and oranges. Pawpaw and watermelon.
You see, don't do that. Don't do that. Don't do that. Well, before we get into all of these transitions, are bringing our weekday package closer to you. From Sundays to Wednesdays, you can enjoy 31% discount, saving up to 25,000 cedis, along with a free casket and a dignified hairs of your choice. It's not just about cost, it's about convenience, quality, and professionalism. 600 plus guest chapel and reception space, designated event coordinator, all help to make a difficult period much more bearable. Call transitions on 0302-634-706 or visit any of our branches. We have a Hacho branch and an airport branch. Terms and conditions apply. You can acquire a brand new VW with your used car budget in the month of October as we open our brand new showroom, Volkswagen Accra. Save up to 50,000 cedis depending on the vehicle you buy as we open the Accra showroom on the Atlantic Towers, Liberation Road. Call or WhatsApp 025-638-6896 for more information about our range. We have the T1, the T-Cross, the Virtus, the All-Space, the all-new Touareg. There's also the Amarok pickup and the Terramont. Here's a question. Are you an energy professional looking to take your career to the next level? You can become a certified measurement and verification professional, CMVP. Join the Association of Energy Engineers globally recognized program and master how to verify and track energy savings with precision and credibility. The maiden CMVP training takes place from 18th to 20th of November right here in Ghana, organized by the AGI's Energy Service Center. For more information, call the AGI Energy Service Center on 0507 977-902. Yamvita's infant cereal with milk is making feeding time with baby much more fun with 3 distinct flavors: rice, wheat and maize, and just wheat. Baby gets the variety of cereals she wants. Yamvita infant cereal is enriched with Nutri-V, which contains 16 essential vitamins and minerals, including zinc, iron, and calcium. Nutrition, good Yamvita, good nutrition for a strong start.
Okay, to all our customers of Enterprise, we love you. If you're here to join the family, please do so because you will enjoy the Enterprise Advantage points. We have a loyalty program that rewards you for staying covered the smart way. With Enterprise Advantage Point, customers can rack up points, score awesome rewards just by making purchases, renewing policies, and more, all through the self-service portal of all the Enterprise Advantage Point. You will get airtime, Momo, and so much more. So visit myenterprisegroup.net.gh or download the Enterprise Advantage app and get started. Enterprise Advantage Point, because nothing you do should be pointless. Enterprise is certainly your advantage. Cowbell has always had you in mind. We have a great variety for you. We have the Cowbell Premium and Cowbell Vita Rich. They are all packed with creamy goodness for you and your family. So do well to grab the premium power of Vita Rich, which gives you great value. Cowbell has you covered. There is a Cowbell for you. Cowbell are creamy goodness. Let me tell you about best of flavor in every sip. If you want that, Piva Beverages is your go-to. We have Piva Cola, Piva Orange, Piva Cocktail, Piva Grape, and Piva Tangy. Grab yours today, 0550-032-231. Piva Beverages, a taste you will love. So luck is everywhere. You know what I'm talking about? Let me show you how. This is how to win some good money this season. Choose option 1. Okay, first, grab your phone, dial star 712 hash. Choose option 1 to buy a ticket for yourself, 2 to buy for someone else, and then use option 1 to let the ticket generate a lucky system for you. If you want to generate a lucky number, if you want to generate your own, go for option 2, confirm with Momo, and you're good. For online users, the luckiestafrica.com is where you go. Use your Momo or your card to confirm payment and you're good. This is your golden chance. Hop on and let's get lucky together because luck is everywhere.
Life is sweeter than, but you for take it easy.
At 8 o'clock, we bring a social media trend. So I just wanted to read a story for you and then we'll touch a few things. So there's a story on citinewsroom.com that you did not review. Ghana Association of Banks clarifies role in import declaration form process. Now, the Ghana Association of Banks has clarified that commercial banks in the country do not generate or issue import declaration forms. Now, what's the background? There have been recent media reports suggesting irregularities in the process. Now, in a statement, the association said the import declaration form is a custom document created and managed by the Ghana Revenue Authority through the Integrated Customs Management System, the ICUMS, stressing that banks only facilitate legitimate trade payments for importers in line with the Bank of Ghana and GRA guidelines. Now, according to the Ghana Association of Bankers, some banks have detected instances where importers use IDF, which is the import declaration form, to initiate advance payments for imports, but later generate new forms without the knowledge of the banks involved, often an attempt to under-invoice or evade custom duty. So this is the main issue, that there are people, importers, trying to under-invoice or evade custom duty, and therefore they use these forms to initiate advance payments for imports, but later generate a new form. So they are trying to evade and create different type of information. Maybe have a record of whatever they are bringing in, but they generate a new IDF to describe whatever they have in a way that may trick the customs official. Now, the association said banks take immediate remedial measures, including suspending further advance payments for affected customers until relevant documentation is verified. However, the association noted that some importers use accounts at multiple banks to continue such transactions, creating a system-wide loophole beyond the control of any single institution. Okay, so what they're saying is that it appears the banks may not have, or they may not be using systems that talk to each other. So Bernard Avle goes to Richard Sky's bank to start a process, and he realized I'm supposed to pay 1 million cedis for import duty. You've given me an IDF, or I've presented an IDF to you. So I go and generate a new IDF and go to Caleb Bank. Maybe Caleb is a little less scrupulous than you are, I generate a new IDF, I change some description there. Maybe I start paying part of the 1 million from your account. I realize that you cry. The way you're asking me plenty questions, you are out on way. So Caleb will advance because he also wants the money. So you advance the next tranche for me without scrutinizing and comparing the IDF I've given to him to the one I originally gave to you. And then somehow the customs officials may not be able to detect it. So I think the association is trying to say that some of the violations don't come from it because the importers have ways of generating their own IDF, and also because there are multiple bank accounts, you know. So I think the point here should be, should the banks not have a platform where they are able to verify or compare or talk to each other? I'm not sure whether I'm making sense at all here. But if I read the story very closely, and I'm bringing this up because yesterday when the AG also read the charges or the allegations about the public officials, a number of people on social media were saying, how can banks be sitting down for people to be passing said large amounts? Because I think the basic premise is that somebody earns X amount, maybe 28,000 cedis or 5,000 cedis as a salary. If the person earns 5,000 as a salary and the person is moving 600,000 cedis, for example, into their bank account, should the banking system not have a way of flagging it? And if they do, should they report it as irregular, or should they ask the person raising the 600k for more information? You get it, so that they can say, okay, Mr. Abler, you earn 10,000 cedis a month. We've noticed that in the past 2 months, amounts in excess of 150k are coming in and out of your account. Okay, of course, maybe for each item that comes in, there's a reason for it. But are they supposed to, beyond asking me for documentation, now write to somebody to say, by the way, Mr. Abler earns 10,000 cedis, but this past few months he's doing business around 150k? Should they? Is it the FIC they should be talking to? Okay, and also there are also confidentiality issues versus KYC. You know, so the whole thing's a way. I don't know if, and again, we don't want to judge anybody because we don't have the full details. But we can say that from the past 6 months or so, and if you look at corruption over the past 5 years, the ones that have been proven, clearly the banking system plays a role, all right, and the real estate sector also plays a role. Should these banks play a more preventive role? Because again, Sky, I told you when I was in the UK, some money came into my account which I didn't know where it came from. I went to the bank and said, please, some money came into my account, I don't know where it's coming from. They said, oh, if it came without you knowing, to go. And I said, me, where I'm from, my father told me that, oh, you are going somewhere and the money is not for you. So I told you about that. Yeah. And I needed money, but I didn't touch it. Okay, because I know that in some countries, the banking system, there's always a way they will trace you and find you. So I didn't, and of course, why do I want to chop money that is not for me? Okay, but my point is, could the financial system play a more preventive role in this canker called corruption, particularly as it involves public officials? That's question one. Question two, should lifestyle audits be normalized for public officials in a way that makes it difficult to steal state funds, as against public razzmatazz? You know, because what tends to happen is that we have a lot of outrage on social media about somebody who has purportedly stolen money or something. We are not able to prove it, and that's the end of the discussion. And you don't really get any real recovery. Okay, so should our financial institutions, maybe Godfrey may start on this, do they have more work to do, or this is more failure of the courts? You get it? Should our financial institutions have more work to do in blowing alarm of irregular? And number two, should lifestyle audits be normalized, where people whose salaries are known are allegedly acquiring properties that are way beyond their means?
I think this is the second time we've had this conversation. The last time was during a similar press conference by the Attorney General, you know, where we spoke about the potential, or, you know, the possibility of our financial institutions doing more. What kind of conversations do they have at different levels? Banks, GRA, FIC, and, you know, what has come to the fore is that there is a certain level of relationship between them, and that they do indeed pick up these things. So the question then becomes, why are these acts not being prevented? If the systems indeed are in place to flag this kind of movement, for them to read the patterns and say, X person is this kind, is a politically exposed person who earns X amount, but in a month does business of about $1 million through various bank accounts. Between the taxation system, the financial system, and the banking system, and the audit system, somebody should be able to pick this up within a year, at least, because there will be a pattern of some kind. But that conversation does not seem to happen regularly or at all. At least to my knowledge. Let me put it that way, at least to my knowledge. And so we keep asking ourselves, why?
Yeah.
Is it that the banks are, or the financial institutions are more interested in meeting their KPIs? You're supposed to get a certain kind of deposit.
Yeah, so-called targets.
So, yes, they have to meet certain financial targets at the end of the year, so they don't care how they meet those targets. So it then becomes a matter of, are we having integrity conversations at the banking level?
Yeah.
Are we having an ethical and moral conversation at the banking level? Or is it all about just collecting money and moving money for people? Is that their role? Or they also have a role in safeguarding the public purse?
That's a very good question.
I think it's a conversation that Mr. Ewa and his members perhaps need to have a bit more deeply.
Yeah.
That what is our responsibility to the Ghanaian when it comes to the protection of the public purse? Is it just a matter of the Auditor General doing what he does and then he goes to Public Accounts Committee and then whatever?
The other question I have is that usually when these matters go to court and they are determined, do we harvest the less? Because usually when the corruption case goes to a court, is either guilty or not guilty?
Yes.
Causing financial loss. I don't know whether the lawyers after the case go back and read the full judgment and explain to the public that, by the way, maybe the judge made a couple of comments about the conduct of this bank or that financial institution. Maybe these are secondary matters. Usually the media is interested in, was he guilty or not?
Yeah.
But maybe there should be a second leg of a discussion which will say, in addition to the final judgment on the matter, there were other things the judges said about this loophole or that loophole. Do you follow me? For example, there's one of the cases, again, I'm going to the details because it's in court, but there's one of the cases where it's alleged that somebody sort of went for a loan using supposed people from an institution. It's like the people needed some pay or something and they needed some loan. So they took their names to an institution and went for a loan from a bank of a certain large quantity. And the loan was given.
Yeah.
Okay. So if that case is determined, whether it's the person guilty or not, whatever, maybe the lawyer should pull out the judgment and say, by the way, if you look at the way the judge wrote this, he also probably faulted. So maybe the bank may not necessarily be guilty.
Yes.
But he could have, I'm sure he could, I'm sure they do make statements and maybe the bank, because we are talking about protecting the public purse. Don't forget the whole concept of create, loot and share. That terminology was given to us by a judge.
Yes.
It wasn't a politician, it was Justice, is it Doche? Yeah, and he actually said, when I look at the way these cases are going,
it looks
these schemes are created, all right? And I think the same with the judgment that so Commissioner said. So I feel like maybe the judicial system should help us in our public discourse by what's the word I want to use? By also by commenting, by commenting on some of the loopholes in our financial system that could have allowed, if indeed the matter is proven to be corrupt. You see where I'm going with it?
Yes.
Because anybody can say anything about anybody.
Yeah.
Okay. So I feel like the most solid platform for us to use these corruption cases for public policy discourse is what the courts have said.
Yeah.
Because when the courts say it in the law reports, I think it becomes part of our law, correct? So, and I feel like a lot of us in the media, because we are not legal people, we just report on the fact of, is he corrupt, is he guilty or not?
Yeah.
All right. But I feel like there needs to be more layers, because this idea of the bankers having to now come and clarify the role of banks in the people trying to do under invoicing and evading customs duties. I'm sure people are criticizing them.
Yeah.
Okay. And again, banking is such it's a profession for a reason. There are professionals in there who have all these global standards. Yeah. So I think the bank should be concerned if levels of corruption are rising in the country. and it's almost as if as we don't have anything to do, and we don't have anything to do with it, because the amounts being mentioned were not carried in cocoa sacks. They were transferred through a highly regulated system.
Yeah.
So that even if the bank is not guilty by actively taking part, I feel like their training should help them raise some red flags to help the public.
Yeah, but then the question for the banks might also just raise is, even if who are they raising the red flags to? They are raising the red flags with accountability. Accountability institutions, most of whom are headed by also politically exposed persons, and so it then becomes a matter of the willingness of a politically exposed person to deal with a colleague politically exposed person, and that perhaps might be where we have
so you say
the chain.
A bank. So listen, whether it's political, look, IOCO is IOCO, FIC is FIC, CID is CID. So you are right in the sense that some of the people who are these institutions be political. But the point is that if you are a financial institution, you have to deal with statutory bodies.
Yes.
So whether whoever heads it is not the problem.
So you flag it.
Yes. If I think that.
But the point I'm making is maybe they do indeed flag it.
Okay.
But
maybe they do.
The actions that are supposed to emanate from they flagging it is what we have not seen. So perhaps it might also be interesting to hear from them once you are done with your tech and social media.
Yeah. But I feel like the financial institutions have a lot more to do without
I
getting
agree.
into the details. I think they have a lot more to do, because if you are going to stem the flow, it's going through a funnel, and the guy who controls the funnel should be able to tell us if the flow is regular or irregular. We discussed illicit financial flows as a major issue globally.
Which reminds me, why, and Sky, you can perhaps help us with your contacts in Parliament. The amended IOCO Act is being hiding in Parliament for some time now, and my understanding is,
what is the amendment about?
It basically expands the powers of IOCO to a certain point, allows them to do some of the things that we keep on asking for, lifestyle audits and all those things legally.
But Parliament doesn't want to pass it.
It's been hiding in Parliament for a while. Nobody wants to pass the thing.
I heard majority leader mention the bills that were tabled for this current meeting.
Does that include it? Let me check.
I have to please check. We'll find out.
Check.
Let's get into taking social media trends next. Caleb is
Yes, it's brought to us by Telecel and First Bank Ghana. Congratulations to Richard Kwache and Joseph Money Aqua and many others who emerged winners in September 2025 for the First Bank Ghana Use and Win promo. You can be the next. From now to the 30th of November, use the First mobile app or *894# for your everyday transactions, and you could win 500 Ghana cedis cash every week. If you are not part of the family yet, just download the First mobile First Bank. Download the First mobile app or use *894# and you'll be good. 0596 921 921 is the number to call for more details.
Edwin Kwakufi is here with the segment. Edwin, welcome.
Thank you very much, Bernard. So I'd like to switch things up a bit and start with tech news, because I want us to circle back to it at the end of this segment. So a couple of weeks ago, one woman said on social media that she discovered her Ghana card had been used to register an unfamiliar number. So the host of Traffic Avenue, DJ Mingle, he reached out to the Minister of Communications and Samuel Nati George, and he said they are aware of it and there are plans to deal with it.
Somebody's national ID number had been used to register a SIM card which was not his.
Which she didn't know about. Yes, she didn't know about. So he says they plan to deal with it as part of the upcoming SIM registration. But I'd like us to check if our numbers, our Ghana card were used to register unfamiliar numbers. So the code is *402.
Hold on. *402.
*402. *1#.
*1#. And then what happens?
And then you follow the prompts. It's like 5 minutes process. So eventually you get an SMS of the numbers.
Check SIMs.
Yes.
So I put my. Sorry, you are not allowed for this service. Can you contact the nearest customer service center?
I got it. I got the requisite, prompt.
Okay, let me go to.
But I think that I have to now put in my
Your Ghana card number, and then they'll send you an SMS of the numbers that are linked to your Ghana card.
Okay, give me the thing again. Star what?
*402. *1#.
Okay. Charlie, if somebody has used my Ghana card, can you put your Ghana card number?
So
okay, I'll come to put it.
So we'll circle back to that at the end of the show once you get
So
your
if somebody has
message.
used my Ghana card, what can I do?
So that's the situation. So you report to.
Go be serious.
You report to the NCA and then they will handle it.
Am I supposed to? They say without the hyphens. Must it include the GHA or the GHA is already?
Yes, the GHA should be included.
Hey, Charlie. So why there's a loophole in the system that people are exploiting or what?
Yeah, and he explained it in an audio. You can find the full voice on our YouTube page.
Samuel George.
Samuel Native George.
So is he going to do another SIM registration?
Yes, he says.
Hey!
He says it won't be a situation where a lot of people have to stand in line in a queue.
Is the last number 2? Should I add it?
The 2, the last
the
number.
hyphen,
Yes,
I should
the
add it.
hyphen,
I should add the hyphen.
Yes.
Without the hyphen.
Yeah, I think without the hyphen.
Enter date of birth. Hey, babe.
Yeah.
Okay. Charlie, if somebody has used my Ghana card, it will be war here. Oh. Charlie. Sure, don't use my Ghana card for anything. Careful. Okay, so we're on it. Thank you. You received a list of numbers registered with your Ghana card via SMS shortly.
That should be in about 2 minutes. So as we wait for that, let's go into the trend. So
my heart is beating.
There was a
Continue.
Yeah, there was a video that was going viral, and I think you mentioned it a little earlier about a young girl from who is going to school, Santua SHS, and then she has to cut her hair before she goes to school, and she was looking pretty distraught in the video. So a lot of people, it sparked a debate about whether it's still necessary for SHS students to cut their hair, whether, as you said, it's a character building thing. People
But what was the reason why she don't cut her hair?
No,
because don't forget that the precedent case was somebody's beliefs.
Yes.
As against a preference. So there's a difference between a belief and a preference. A belief is, don't forget, in the Achimota case, the reason I supported it was that there was a whole explanation as to why, for them, the hair was sacred. If somebody just feels like, I don't want to do this hairstyle, because there are certain things that we have to have a balance between some of the stuff the school generally prescribes. All right. Otherwise, we are going to get into a situation where there can be nothing uniform in our schools.
But I also think the concern Sky raises is the distribution of
the video.
People are sharing it.
Yeah, and you know, Sky.
Yes, that's the second leg of my argument. I think I push back on Bernard's submission on the basis that, look, there's everything wrong in my respectful view, and it aligns with the thinking of the court in the Magai case to compel a student to cut their hair as a condition for admission. It violates, in my respectful view, the rights of the young girl in this particular case. Mind you, there was nothing unkempt about the hair. This natural hair, no addition.
So you saw the hair prior to?
Yeah, of course. The video is there, which I object to. Yes, that's right. And I do not think that as part of the requirements for admission, you should be compelled to cut your hair as evidence that you are ready to conform to school rules. You see, it is the same thing. I should be able to go to school with dreadlocks, right? Even if I do not believe in Rastafarianism. What was that a word? What's the word? How do you call it?
Rastafarianism.
Yes, Rastafarianism. You should be able to do that. You understand? Because the standards we use these days that you should comb your hair is never really, if you read history, been part of how you should keep your hair. The white man came and said that you look unkempt and therefore you should cut your hair. And it's become the standard we use for determining whether.
So you push back on my point. Let him finish what he's doing, and I'll see where we can get with this. I'm not sure I want to make this a national debate anyway. But let's just go into.
So there's some tension brewing because there are a couple of events scheduled for December in Ghana. So and a poster has come which has put both of them on the same day. The Taste the Culture, which is backed by the government, possibly going to be headlined by Shatawale, and then Beam Festival, headed by Stoneboy, both set for December 26th. Yes, so it's like some controversy.
You know, this Christmas is a long weekend, though.
Yes.
I think Christmas is on Wednesday, and then Christmas is on Thursday. Then there's Boxing Day on Friday. So holiday Thursday, Friday, so we'll come back to work January 15th.
So even though the December and GH calendar puts the Taste the Culture at December 29.
Did they mention the news?
Yes, the Beam concert will be held at the Accra Sports Stadium, and then the Taste the Culture will be at the Independence.
No, I think they have to change. We don't want to do crossover versus Passover again. It's not good. They have to be careful. Maybe somebody needs to realign. I think that's why they have this whole Ghana. They have this system where if you are doing a Christmas event, you bring it under I think they call it Beyond the Return or something.
It's the Black Stars experience.
Something.
Yeah.
So the point is that the Ministry of Tourism, headed by my member of parliament, the distinguished what do you call
Abla
Gomashi, they have a calendar.
That's what I'm saying. So maybe they should when you register your program under that, they should be able to streamline it and say maybe we think you should do yours on 23rd.
So the calendar had the Taste the Culture on the 29th and the Beam Festival on the 26th, but then the poster for the Taste the Culture has come out and it's at the 26th.
If the calendar had 29, then let's assume it's 29. Maybe the poster, the guy made a mistake. Noah, you know. Maybe we have a guy called Noah. He does that. He can make a mistake. So it's a good thing to keep an eye on because I feel like those two events are both legitimate events and they will be both crowd pullers. Yeah. So I don't think it's wise to have the two in such close proximity on the same day. It's going to be it's going to be chaotic. Even crossover and Passover, we couldn't do it. And a Beam versus. You know crossover versus Passover?
Yeah.
It was massive.
Yeah, it was a whole big issue.
Oh, Kabudu.
Yeah, Independence Square.
Versus Stadium. By the way, do you crossover, do you Passover? Or you jump over?
Yeah, so the buffer stuff is trending for obvious reasons. Dominic Aine, who is the AG, he
Akurutinga. You couldn't mention the name today. It's Akurutinga. You know, you need to add Akurutinga. It's like not that that was Akurutinga. You have to have rhythm.
No, you need to eat some toes.
He's a big man.
Eddie, I agree to you. Yeah, he's the first gentleman.
When he's reading it, he say, I mean.
Give me water.
My mother will say, Master, don't go above your advance.
Ora is orally.
AKA, Dodomarugu, Marakama Yonamurego. Yeah, if you say yourself some joke, don't frown your face.
No, man.
Tell me what? Hey, you read that thing and then say, I mean.
No, give me water.
I think we need like 3 or 4 deputy AGs.
Don't give my ideas.
This guy. I think some minister work is harder. I think the hardest minister is Attorney General. Because you can say anything. The courts have their own agenda. So Charlie, AG, if you give it to me, I won't take it. I'm not even qualified. So, if you become president, don't even invite me to that work. I won't take it. Please go on. So we wish him well this morning.
Yeah, so
together with all the oral people and all the things.
I'm sure you get into it later.
Charlie?
But I want to go back to the.
So my own.
Have you received the?
Yes, I got
a couple
mine.
of listeners are saying. Somebody just sent to me. A listener said, Bernard, my card has been used for a number. I don't know what to do.
Jesus.
I don't know. What do I do? There are 4 numbers registered, but only 3 are mine.
Bro? First of all, you deal with that. First of all, you need to go back, because when you were, most likely you have a router. If you do, that router again ought to have been registered with the system. Maybe you registered without knowing. So you need to interrogate that, because in my case, for instance, I have some routers that I use officially for my services, and then also for my personal. So it's important that you should check all of those, and then you make the appropriate reports to the relevant institution.
But the communication minister said they'll do the SIM registration at the cost to the telcos, not to our cost, not at our cost. So because to be fair, you know the first that to be fair, the NIA had written to the communication minister at the time that the system they were doing was not linked to and they didn't listen. So it was a whole confusion. So if they are going to have one system that speaks, sort of, we call it one truth. Because the Ghana card there is for only me. So they should use it for something that's not mine. So for that one, I won't agree.
You see, I agree with you, and I believe that some of these things need to be
properly calibrated. But then again, I have concerns about the centralization, the linkages, and the power it gives to people for possible surveillance.
Yeah.
Do you understand? And nobody is talking about these big ticket items. Yeah. Oh, people are engaging in fraud, and therefore let's register so we know who is doing fraud. But the reality too is that when you put so much power like that in the form of data in the hands of politicians, technocrats, the state, people abuse these things for purposes of.
He says one of these fraudsters has been able to open accounts with first name Sam and the last name is Sang. You won't know how they're able to open the account because you have a Ghana card. Some markets have put themselves down as Samsung head office on Google. You just wrote, my name is Mr. Sam, my surname is Sang. So you think you are dealing with Samsung. So hackers are very crazy, very creative. We have to just be careful. And I think we all need better digital literacy. Let's wrap up.
Yeah, I'm just wrapping
so
up.
What should we do if I have a number that is my number, somebody's used my SIM, Ghana card to register a SIM, which is not my, what do I do?
You contact the NCA. And then they will deal with
What is NCA's contact center?
I don't have it immediately here.
Oh, NCA, please send us your contact center. So
but as we are searching, let me just announce the number again. *402 *1 hash. *402 *1 hash. Just follow the prompts, enter your Ghana card number, and it will give you a list of the numbers.
You're right. The guy says it's router. Master, you see, we've created false alarm.
But the original complainant called the number that was registered to
and
somebody picked and said that he had bought an already registered SIM. So yeah,
so you see, that is also one of the legs we have to deal with. Forgive us for taking this.
Go ahead.
What's happening is that many of these telcos, when they give you the number for some time and it becomes inactive, or maybe you leave the jurisdiction, they recycle the number in many cases, or in some cases, and then sell those numbers on to other people. Then there are also people you see at the entry points, the Kotoka International Airport and these other places, with SIMs already registered.
Yeah, they want to give to you because
which they are selling to you. When in fact the policy as we know it is not that approach.
You have to register the SIM in your Ghana card.
Exactly. So the question you should be asking is, in this particular case, was it a case that the person registered the thing and then left the country, or the SIM became dormant, was not used for some time, and then the company decided to recycle it? Or we are talking about the latter, where unscrupulous people, whoever they may be, or the companies themselves, registers the thing already, and then people came in and they were sold to them.
So we just get, if you notice a number has been registered in your name but it's not yours, you have to contact the NCA. I am not sure what the NCA call center number is. I'll find it before the show ends.
Well, they have some number online here, which is
NCA. So 0302 776621.
Yeah.
0302 776621. By the way, is NCA even willing? Are they dealing with this matter? Are they expecting any calls on this issue? Because I don't want to start people bombarding them with calls that they are not prepared for.
Well, they should be able to.
Well, NCA, if you are listening, some people have. Some people will be calling you today that their SIMs have been registered in their Ghana card name which are not theirs. So the public, the number is 0302 776621 or 0302 771701. Call NC and say that you've noticed that your Ghana card has been used to register a SIM which is not yours. So what do you do?
And then it will be useful to speak to your service provider. You could go to MTN, AT. Is it ATA? So they have a long name.
Another point of information. I'm told you can get a temporary SIM if you're only a visitor to Ghana and you don't need a Ghana card. That SIM only has a 3-month shelf life.
Okay.
Well, I have come through the port, from wherever I went to, and I saw people shoving these things in my face. Although.
Yeah, but my point is that if you come to Ghana for a visit and you want a SIM, do you need a Ghana card?
Then there should be a regime to properly deal with that.
That's why you're saying that it's a 3-month SIM.
No, there's a problem with that because in this case, if I'm a Ghanaian and I'm coming through, so if you are a foreigner and you are coming in, we know that you are a foreigner. All those questions you have answered them at some point.
Remember I told you I went to Togo for a funeral. So when I got into Togo, I needed to call my brother because the place he is, I didn't know the place. So when I entered the Togo, I went and bought the SIM.
Yeah.
And they gave me the SIM. And I used to call my brother.
They
didn't ask me for Ghana
so,
card. They gave me the SIM. They Togo Cell or something.
Okay, so let me give you another example.
I'm blowing my own call.
Oh yeah, I mean it happens in many countries.
And the guy sold it to me. The guy was a Ghanaian, by the way.
I went to Paris.
Yeah.
I needed a SIM.
Yeah.
I looked at it. The people said, no, you can't just walk on the streets and say that you get a SIM.
Yeah.
I got a driver. The driver drove me to a telecommunication service provider. And then they sat me down, went through the process, my passport, all kinds of information were required from me. And eventually I was registered, connected to a particular number.
You just exposed why France has more money than Togo. He gave me the SIM. And he didn't ask me any questions.
Yeah, but in the UK too, you have a similar problem. You can walk in, buy, pay as you go, whatever it is. And
the US as well. But also just too quick.
But I'm keeping that SIM.
Yeah.
But I'm using it for Momo fraud.
Today Edwin's segment is a bit long, but it's important.
Yes.
Also because Yas and Twa say that based on that video, like I've received
some feedback
from the Yas and Twa side of things, who say cutting your hair is not a compulsory entry requirement for them. So and I have seen examples of students with braids.
So what happened with that video? So somebody is...
So we need to understand it a bit better. But for them...
There's no law like that.
There's nothing like that. And the second one, I was talking about you.
But is the student in this case, was it like the student?
They are not addressing the matter of the students. They are simply saying for them.
There's no policy like that.
Okay, so thank you. Them. And then,
so you can't add it to your yesterday's debate points.
Okay, yes. But I'm just also saying I tried to open the Yoko website. I've been told the website is not safe.
What browser?
Safari.
Are those not your settings?
No. Sometimes it's your browser.
Yes, but it tells you that for a reason.
Because you've set some. No, okay, hold on. Okay, hold on here. Let's hold on.
No, you see.
So they are saying
because either it means the security certificate is expired or it's invalid. There are some things.
So
but this is a government website,
and
that is my point.
And did you try it on Chrome?
I could try it on.
Let's see. Because sometimes.
Well, this is actually Chrome. I'm on my Chrome right now.
There's a connection between your own settings.
I'm on my Chrome right now.
What you ask the system to immediately flag.
Hold on.
Same for him.
Everyone has just tried it.
Yours is also the same.
Try it.
Yeah. Well, I don't. Because of the things I deal with, I don't just go about opening.
But I'm just saying it's a big concern. Yoko is too important.
Yeah.
And what it does is.
And going back to the conversation about even people voluntarily, I actually feel like
your website should not be like this.
A lot of these state agencies should
have... I tried Safari too, same thing.
What I'm saying that these agencies should have ways of getting the public to talk to them more.
Yeah.
Because we are talking about the public contribution to fighting against corruption. NCA, IOCO, FIC, whatever should be public facing. People should be able to call and say, I've noticed something. I don't get that a lot. I don't get that a lot. So maybe this is a good opportunity.
Someone sends a message to confirm what Sky says. What Sky says is indeed the case. I have a telecell number and I keep getting sensitive information from the former owner of the number, including his social security information. And this number is with some loan companies and they keep sending me loan information. So frustrating.
We have to deal with this in a more fuller show. Edwin, thank you for giving us a lot to think about.
Auntie T, I beg, fix me go betete Ghana. No gari, no oil, no plantain, just beans and eggs.
Hey, brah, that be dangerous combination, no?
Problem no day. I feel handle am.
For Telecel, with the Bob say everybody gets what they like. That be why Made For Me bundles day. Based on your usage, you fit get your own data and call packages. Fala! Made For Me bundles like the way you want them. That *530# then buy Made For Me bundles today.
Telecel, connecting energies.
You're looking for a bank to rely on? Let me give you a shoulder to lie on. Wouldn't we sick out to bank baby? No lie, only one place where I get my eye on. Make I introduce you all to First Bank, the best services in the world, first rank. Customer service, everything is well planned. I make music, I travel, I sell land. They be my reserve tank. Cause Every time I know my money's safe. Universal banking ain't in me here the date. I'm a busy person, me no me need time to wait. Now I got to Spain even when I'm in the States. My me blue shirt. Me tell me office a chilly, but who cares? Cause I bank with the best. I'm lucky, I'm too blessed. When it comes to First Bank, it's too west. Everything is you first.
Nobody feed do I'm like us. Do I'm like us. First Bank we treat you first. Treat you first. Somebody see yeah. Think about you first. Think about you first.
You first. First Bank.
This October, Northern Ghana takes center stage. Get ready for the Northern Business Fair 2025, the ultimate one-stop shop for everything made in Ghana in the Savannah, Northern, Northeast, Upper East, and Upper West regions. From hand-woven smocks and intricate crafts to modern manufacturing, innovative packaging of made-in-Ghana products, and thriving homegrown businesses, it's a vibrant celebration of talent, innovation, and authenticity. Brought to you by Channel 1 TV and 97.3 Citi FM, it's the biggest trade fair showcasing Kenyan SMEs, startups, research bodies, and indigenous brands making waves across the nation. It's happening on Saturday the 25th and Sunday the 26th of October 2025 at the Tamale Sports Stadium. The time is 9 a.m. to 6 p.m. daily. Want to exhibit? Call 0205-973-973 today and book your space. Don't just hear about it, see it, experience it, and live it. The Northern Business Fair, your market, your connections, your growth. The Northern Business Fair 2025 is powered by Channel 1 TV and 97.3 Citi FM and is proudly sponsored by EcoBank, Side Hassle, the Ghana Enterprises Agency, the Ghana Export Promotion Authority, and supported by Cackstone Records.
Charlie, not again. And I need to return this car by Friday. No money and payday is 3 weeks away? How do I fix this? How? Bank loan, account setup, long process. Nah, forget it. Let me see if Fafa can help.
Yes. Fafa from Bank of Africa can sort you out fast. From engine repairs to school fees or side hustle support, Quick Fix Loan from Bank of Africa is here for you. Call 030-224-9690 or chat Fafa at boaghana.com and take advantage of the Quick Fix Loan for salaried workers, offered at an unbeatable interest rate with no cash deposit required. Promo runs from now to 31st October. T's and C's apply.
Hey, Fafa, wait here. Papa.
Bank of Africa, as strong as a group, as close as a partner.
Jiggy jiggy be the bang. Ashford jiggy jiggy be strong. Ashford jiggy jiggy be sweet. Ashford make you lie down cool. Ashford jiggy jiggy. Ashford make you lie down cool. Ashford heavy heavy. Ashford make you lie down cool. Ashford jiggy jiggy. Ashford make you lie down cool. Ashford come on bounce it. International Ashford Shama. I meet some girl for Pote last week. Fine face with the backside tape. I yell giddy giddy many man, she bounce like two. German on the night, I mean, she go tell my boo. See back up what a man can do. Give her the whole world, the woman April fool. My NJDU mattress, my pillow said body. Ash for me where the girl pass through. She days bring on my bed, wow, look. Jiggy it's no 8, 10 inch, no. You know the same, possibility, yes, answer your mono. Durability be what? Comfort be supreme, make you lie down, cool. Ash for jiggy jiggy. Ash for make you lie down, cool. Ash for affordability be like ability. Ash for. Ash foam, jiggy jiggy mattress. You feel it, know it.
Channel 1 TV has a way of telling their stories. Stories that empower change. Capturing the trending issues, delving into our communities, getting out the voices that matter.
Almost 13 to 16 people were under the ground and it collapsed on them. Yesterday we were able to make it and remove 8 of them and 4 were dead.
Channel 1 Newsroom, CNR, brings you an exhaustive coverage of the day's news. 8 p.m. and 11 p.m. every night.
Don't mine in forest reserves. And always when you've created a mess, clean it up. The laws are there. So it's not that we need more laws. It is just that we need more enforcement.
Channel 1 Newsroom captures the exact news temperature of the nation. From the northern, western, eastern, and southern parts of Ghana, Channel 1 Newsroom, CNR's got you covered.
Let's speak to the core issues in terms of how we can prevent professionals who have been given the mandate to teach our children
and for this matter, the old children's standard of care and how they can live up to expectation.
8 p.m. and 11 p.m. every night.
How can somebody wake and you tell the person I appreciate you for 10 good months? I can't stand it. I'm owing rent. What should I do to be able to pay my rent? I don't understand. They should pay us. Enough is enough.
CNR, telling your stories, empowering change. Catch CNR on Channel 1 TV at 8 p.m. and 11 p.m. every night.
Dear business owner, congrats on not giving up on your business. You deserve a medal, and your business deserves to be taken to the next level. In fact, it's about time you run a Zenith Bank SME account so you and your business can enjoy the perks of the Zenith SME Business Card. Oga and Oga Madam status.
The Zenith SME Business Card is a Visa debit card for making secure payments for goods and services. Enjoy great benefits such as free customized digital SME training, free marketing toolkits, access to Visa practical skills training, and more. Unlock the potential of your business today. Visit any Zenith Bank branch nationwide and sign up for the Zenith SME Business Card, the ultimate payment solution for SMEs. For more information, visit www.zenithbank.com.gh or call 0302 680-884 or 0307-086-370. Zenith Bank, in your best interests.
Imagine a home where comfort meets quality and energy savings, where every warm shower feels perfect. That's the everyday luxury you enjoy with Ariston water heaters, with Italian quality built to last for your family's comfort. With its cutting-edge technology, smart power-saving features, experience hot water on demand, and energy savings for comforting warmth every morning. Upgrade your home with the trusted quality of Ariston water heaters today. For more information, visit our website www.ariston.com.
Join the conversation on the Citi Breakfast Show on Facebook at facebook.com/Citi97.3, Twitter at twitter.com/Citi973, and Instagram at instagram.com/Citi973 with the hashtag CitiCBS.
So it's 8:34.
Kickstart your day with the irresistible chocolatey goodness of Twitsco, enriched with NF4 and a combination of energy boosting minerals and vitamins, including B vitamins, vitamin C, D, iron, and many more. It's just 2 Ghana cedis. Grab one and start your day right. Power your dream. Have you ever imagined owning your dream house and paying within 5 years with absolutely no interest, and on top of that, driving home in your very own electric car with over 300-kilometer range? Well, it's not a dream, it's the magic of Afro-Arab Properties. We are best known for building the most affordable, accessible, and quality homes in Ghana, and rewarding our clients with amazing extras. From 1, 2, 3 to 4 bedroom homes, Afro-Arab Properties has you covered at prime locations including Manette, Spintex, East Legon Hills, Santor, Ashalibotwe, Tama Community 25, Old Ningo, Amasaman, Apollonia, Mindjo, and more. Call us now 0551 753 231. AfroArabProperties.com is the website to visit. Now, do you want a comfortable and fulfilling retirement? Think about it this way. Life is good today. You're working and can afford all the good things of life and live comfortably. But have you thought of the fact that one day you would retire and won't be able to work again? Yes, like they say, to everything there's a season. So in the same way, there is the time to work and the time to retire. Don't be a member of the Had I Known Club. Take decisive action today. Get enrolled on the SNIT scheme. Pay your contributions regularly. Relax knowing that SNIT has you covered for retirement for life. Interestingly, SNIT increases monthly pension every year to help pensioners meet the rising cost of living. So call SNIT on 0302 611 622. Connect with us on our socials at SNIT Ghana. We have 53 branches across the country, so please find us. SNIT, we deliver on our promise.
Yeah, baby, I like the way you shake body. I get money. And then you bring my young Cody. Yeah, I swear I lie. So share, you no go sorry. Forget your worry. I dey come to spend so lash your money. Why? Share. Yeah, bro, dada, and jam, bro. Yeah, oh, yeah, bro. Ah, oh, yeah, bro, dada, yeah, bro. Hey, yeah, bro, dada, and jam, bro. Yeah, ah, oh, yeah, bro, yeah, bro, yeah, bro, yeah, bro, yeah, bro. And then your Friday, oh, you will confirm me, Quacoy. Magi me pay, me compare baby akwashakodi. Minti ukesi, obi ampaka asembesi. Me tu kokobi, me babe swako fia kochi. Hey, yeah bro, yeah bro, yeah bro. Ah, oh, yeah bro, yeah bro, yeah bro. Hey, yeah bro, yeah bro, yeah bro. Missing Magimeni, gradual Magimeni, Wabina Gigi Weni, eh, Abuba Gigi Weni, Emery Papa Bini, Ainty Shiji Weni, Jishi Weni, ah, Kindi Buchi Weni.
So it's 8:38. Some quick information on the issue of SIM cards being registered in your name without your knowledge. Somebody from a telco says if you are sure the SIM card is not yours, simply go to your operator and ask them to delink your Ghana card from the set SIM, which will disconnect the SIM. So yeah, so either you call the NC or you go to your telco. So if indeed it's a Telecel or Vodafone, MTN or whichever it is, go to them and tell them this SIM card number has been attached to my Ghana card and it's not mine. Then they will do the needful.
You see, the NCA bit is also very important because when the flood of complaints like that go in and a pattern is detected, then proper investigations can also be conducted to know how come other people's Ghana card information have been used to register people who are not necessarily the people on those Ghana cards. So it will be important to get the regulatory agency here involved, as I stated earlier, and then also, as I also stated, the need to speak to the operators, as the gentleman confirmed.
There are a number of messages on this particular one. Bernard, there are 4 numbers registered with one ID, but only 2 are mine. He or she just did. If you are sure the SIM is not yours, you can go to your operator and they will delink your Ghana card from a SIM card that's come through already. Please, I checked the Ghana card thing and I don't have some of my numbers, rather. What do I do? What is missing? My Turbo net number, my router number, car GPS number. Some send that from Jolo. Okay. I believe you are rather to go to your telco to make the complaint that has come up. Bernard, if your card has been used to register an unknown number, go for SIM swap, SIM replacement, and block your discarded number. Eric Dowenya, send that from Dowenya. Okay, City team, good morning. The issue on already registered SIM is not about recycled dormant numbers. I think there are unscrupulous people who are at these centers where we need our Ghana card details for some transactions, selling these Ghana card details to people who then use it to register SIMs and then sell to people. So they sell already registered SIMs where they are registered with other people's Ghana card details. Okay. Good morning, Bernard. I arrived in the UAE via Dubai. At the immigration counter, the immigration officer gave me a visitor's SIM card for free. It was valid for the number of days I stayed in the country. He registered the SIM with my passport before handing it over to me. Edmond sent that through. Sometimes your settings does not allow your private data like location and microphone to be collected, and they have set their sites to collect that data, so your browser will tell you it's unsafe.
Yeah, that's the point I was trying to make, not in as many words.
8:41. So the question is, are financial institutions letting us down in the fight against corruption by failing to scrutinize certain transactions? Now, I'm going to do something quickly here. So I'm going to deal with the one that's already in court. So that one is, and of course, the person has denied the charge. But A former deputy executive director of NSA has been arraigned before a high court in Accra on multiple charges of stealing, causing financial loss to the state, money laundering, and abuse of public office. Now, here are the allegations. The AG's department alleges that she misappropriated a total of 38.4 million cedis between February 2022 and March 2024, while overseeing finance, audit, and procurement at the NSA. They claim, the prosecutor says she transferred 31. She, give to your wife. That's the one I'm reading.
You keep saying NSA.
And yes, National Service Authority. National Service Authority, yes. Okay. She transferred, not security. Yeah. Transferred 31.5 million cedis from a loan facility meant to support National Service personnel into the account of a private company under the pretext of supplying goods on a hire purchase basis. Investigations would later reveal that no such goods were supplied, and the names used to secure the loan were goods names generated from the NSA's internal system. So the charges were listed as stealing 31 million cedis belonging to the authority, willfully causing financial loss to the state, abuse of public office, and money laundering through transfer of funds into personal or affiliated accounts. All right. Now the funds were secured through an agreement with the ADB, with repayments expected to be deducted from the allowance of the 9,934 National Service personnel, all of whom were later discovered to be fictitious, according to the investigation. Now, I need to also say that she has pleaded not guilty to these charges. So, she appeared before a High Court Wednesday, October 22, where she was formally charged, which is yesterday. And, but she pleaded not guilty. She was given bail, right? Now, what I want to do is to find out, and I'm doing this on the basis of what the Ghana Bankers Association already put out yesterday in relation to what they call import declaration forms, as an example of how people could be perceived to be colluding with banks to cheat the system. In the specific case of the under-invoicing or evading customs duties, it is importers who find ways of beating the system. And the association was trying to say that it was not their fault if that happened. According to the association, some banks have detected instances where importers use import declaration forms to initiate advance payments for imports, but later generate new forms without the knowledge of the banks involved in an attempt to do the under-invoicing.
Okay.
All right. And then some importers also use accounts at multiple banks to contribute to continue such transactions, creating a system-wide loophole beyond the control of any single bank. Okay. So it's trying to say that sometimes the importers bent on being dubious will definitely do this. Let's talk to a legal mind on this for some context. A banking consultant in the name of Dr. Richmond Tuahini. Can banks do more to help the fight against graft and corruption? Doc, thanks for joining us. Good morning.
Thank you, Bernard. Long time no see, no here.
It's always good to talk to you. I'm being very careful because the cases are in court. The people have pleaded not guilty, and some of the issues are allegations the Attorney General has made, which have not been proven yet. But be that as it may, if we look at some of the cases that have been publicly put out, one wonders whether our financial institutions can't be doing more. So before we even get into that, are there any rules of banking that enjoins our banks to help the state fight corruption? If there are, yes. Can you explain them to me?
Yeah, there are. The Money Laundering Act 1044, 2012, states categorically that you should be alert of the red flags. And the red flags are what we call the suspicious transactions. And it comes clearly to tell you what a suspicious transaction. Let me give you an example. I am a bank staff. I earn only 10,000. And then the next time you see a payment of 200,000, that is suspicious transaction. It is not in conformity with what I know already that I get 10,000. That should put the bank on red alert and do investigation. And where they think it's suspicious transaction, they formally report it to the FIC, Financial Intelligence Center, for them to continue with the procedure. So there are rules, there are regulations. It's done all over the world. I don't know why. Is it the institutional weaknesses in the banks, or because they are looking for deposit, they've forgotten the basics in account opening, the KYC. The KYC, know your customer, tells you who the customer is and know his transaction. If it's KYB, know the customer and know his business. So you know the customer's business. He's a carpenter. And a carpenter comes in and puts you 22 million or 20 million. The first thing you have to investigate, where did that money come from? That is your obligation on the bank. I don't know why the banks, whether there is a lack of it or because they are looking for deposit, the basic thing in the money laundering and the terrorist financial act is not being complied with.
So, is there a punishment for a bank for failing to detect? And by the way, if they detect or are suspicious, what do? Do they prevent the transaction, or do they allow the transaction to go and report? What does the act enjoin the bank to do?
You stop the transaction and then report to FIC and wait for further, and you also even do your further investigation. We call it due diligence to find out that where did this money come from? Where is it come from? What is the source? What is it meant for? Other than that, even if you report and they come and they do the investigation, they may not find out. So it is left to the banks. As I've said, they know your customer and they know your customer business. Know your customer business. You should know him from the head to the toe and know whether he's an importer. I had the IDF. IDF came when I was 20 years ago, 25 years ago when we were doing business. We don't just do transactions because of IDF. No. You come with a pro forma invoice. We look at the pro forma and do checks on the pro forma invoice before even if we were to make advance payment. And don't forget, advance payment, there is a limit. There is a limit you can do advance payment. Not every transaction you can do, say, 200 million. No. Bank of Ghana has given us a limit. If you want to exceed the limit, you go for a prior approval before you can do that. I think other the banks, let me take it from, I've been in the system for a really long time, but I'm believing that in view of competition, basic controls are being missing in the institution. Because I've had a case, I don't say case in court. I was wondering how somebody can get 10 million paid into his account or transfer from another bank. I begin to ask myself, in those days, you have to go back to the bank where the money came. Give us the details, the source where you get the money from, whether the person authorized you, how did he authorize you to bring it? And then we will be fighting the banks. But because of deposit competition in it, I think the basics and the fundamentals in banking it's been thrown away. It's been thrown away. Or other people also, it can also be ignorance. Some of the people joining the institution has not been brought up to do what we call the due diligence on the KYC and the KYB. Some of these people are not being trained. Previously, we take them all to banking college. We train when the AML came in 2008. I was handling the AML. I was teaching it there and teaching people and telling you what suspicious transaction, what should you look for. But these days, I don't think the banks have abdicated it. So these things are something that the government would have to sit down with the banks and tell them that we have a weak internal system.
On the IDF, the defense the Association of Bankers gives is that some importers initiate, importers use IDF to initiate advance payments for imports, but later generate new forms without the knowledge of the banks involved, often an attempt to under-invoice or evade custom duty. He also says that in some cases, some importers use accounts at multiple banks to continue such transactions, creating a system-wide loophole beyond the control of any single institution. Do you buy that?
I find it quite, with my experience in international banking, I find it a bit not straightforward, not at all. Because every IDF is signed to one transaction. You don't use, because when the IDF came, we used to sell the IDF, Minister of Trade would give us, we sell 5,000 and we use it. Every transaction would have one IDF. And every transaction will have one invoice. So that when there is a destination inspection, or those days we have pre-shipment destination, they will go and look at the IDF, look at the goods, and then inspect. Likewise today, it comes to destination inspection, we do the same. So I was finding how we use one IDF for multiple transactions. Because the IDF if you know the import declaration, is meant for one single transaction. I don't know whether they have changed it. I don't know, but because during my time, one transaction, one IDF. You can't use one IDF for multiple transactions. That is how the practice was. I don't know whether they've changed it. So I find it I don't understand why A person can use an idea for import declaration for advance payment and later on go and do multiplicity of invoices. No. Because
all right.
in your custom documents, you're supposed to quote the IDF, the clearance. You're supposed to quote the IDF and the goods that came.
So between the central bank and the Financial Intelligence Center, which institution should be demanding better work from the banks in this case?
I think the first leg of defense is the banks themselves. It's not the referee who supervises, it's the player who is playing the football who knows the rules. So the first thing is that the various banks should be able to teach their people to understand who the customer is and who the customer business and what are the requirements and what are the limits. We have limits on accounts. You have a limit. If your account was open for 20,000, you cannot be doing 200,000 because immediately I see it, I begin to investigate. So the first line of defense, I will urge the Ghana Bankers Association to go back to the banks, to go to the rudiments of the KYC and the KYD, Know Your Customer Business, and begin to think about what we call doing extra intelligence or extra due diligence on suspicious transactions. And the suspicions, they are the red flags. That is my first defense. The second one is that between Bank of Ghana and FIC, I think the time has come for them to come and sanction the banks well, as is done in the other jurisdictions. Recently, HSBC in New York was fined huge for breach of money laundering. Here, I think because people are not punished very well, they tend to do so. The two institutions should begin to tell the bank that if we find suspicious transactions or anything that is money laundering or any transaction that exceeds what is expected of you, you have to be punished. When I say punished, you can even call for the change of the executive team and the board. It's not only sanctioning them with money. You can call them that because you're not up to the job, you cannot be there so that they can bring sanity into it. And then the central bank and bank of FIC must also be strong and robust to understand the nuances of the import declaration is international trade business. How many of them understand the nuances of international transactions? It's becoming more complex. Now it's becoming more complex. Bernard, you just said, what you said is basic. Let me tell you, we have what we call a trace-based money laundering. And even recently, the president said that some goods never came to this country, but the payments were made. That is trade-based money laundering. You can come with all the documentation, all the ideas and the invoices and whatever, commercial invoices, and but the goods do not land here. But the monies will be transferred by the banks. This, the president said recently, and I was shocked that how can a bank be used as a conduit to be transferring something you haven't seen? Because the custom invoice, the custom declaration form, and all the other documents come to the table, and I do the inspection and make sure that where I do not understand, I go to the CES and say, what is this? Can they give me explanation? And then they will say, it came in, we've sealed it, so you can pay. So I believe that the bank should strengthen their internal control system. Strengthen it very well. It looks like there's too many weaknesses in the system. Too many weaknesses. If you hear what is going on, you begin to wonder. Because people are deliberately using these channels to do money laundering.
Thank you, Doc, for talking to us. Dr. Richmond Ituahin is a banking consultant. Here are some comments. Bernard, the banks have become lazy and encouraging all manner of fraud. A bank that does proper KYC, due diligence, and enhanced due diligence transactions, and enhanced due diligence will flag transactions outside of customers declare legitimate earnings as suspicious transactions for investigation. The KYC is supposed to be rigorous and an ongoing process of seeking to know your customer on your books. But what do we see now? Because of unreasonable financial KPIs, KYC has been reduced to collection of IDs and utility bills when the banks really have failed to know their customers. The same banks are facilitating funds transfer under the advance payment arrangement for goods and services and not following through to ensure that the goods for which the funds are transferred do come into the country and outstanding documents duly retired. Bernard, the banks are just not helping. What a society we've created that wealth as to how it is acquired is not questioned. Okay.
This one also says the bank does the KYC stuff, at least for businessmen and contractors. The scrutiny and paperwork and this from somebody's personal experience, the scrutiny and paperwork that we went through last week before we received funds from abroad and moved funds to suppliers abroad was impressive. FIC, Bank of Ghana, and our bank, all these movements are seen by some institutions somewhere. Who flags it? Who takes off the flag? Those are the questions. The laws work, but the political class always sails through.
Good morning, Bernard. On the IDF, there is no unique ID as IDF number is not controlled. So the solution should be the TIN, which is the only workable importer of record ID. The system needs shipping intel to support cutting off all revenue leakages with the IDF. I think those who understand this will get what he's saying. Let me read this again. It says there is no unique ID on as IDF number is not controlled. So the solution is to use the TIN, which is the only workable importer of record ID. The system needs shipping intel to support cutting off all revenue leakages with the IDFs.
Let me give you some messages from the WhatsApp and Twitter boards. Okay, dear Bernard and team, banks flag these as suspicious transactions and report it to FIC. Also, politically exposed person reports are also reported to BOG. So what happens then? Well, hello, Bernard and team. It depends on the bank. Look, historically over the past 5 years, and you only see a certain type of bank being used. Try other categories and see. Even salary increase crowd, they'll be asking you questions. This one says, Bernard, SGSSB chased me for further information after I deposited some amount into my account. I was furious, but later realized that it was a very good thing, and if all other banks did the same, I'm sure corruption will be reduced. Bernard, now the large sums of monies are laundered through crypto, so the AG should check the crypto side of things. This is what the former government officials are using now. This is Bob from Airport Hills. Good morning, Bernard and team.
Crypto comes inside.
Yeah, but you know the boss of the Bank of Ghana, the governor, has indicated that by January next year, they're going to pass a virtual assets law to govern crypto and its other types. So that's something we'll wait for. Good morning, Bernard and team. George from Airport City says these bankers worship these high-profile people who come to make large deposits. These large depositors give cash and other gifts to these bankers, which compromise their professionalism. The bankers always look for such depositors because it helps them meet their targets and they get personal benefits too.
Some people also say that we should also look at the internal audit function. So beyond looking at banks, the institutions involved in this.
Yes.
You know, by law, some state institutions have internal auditors who are supposed to flag and raise some of these issues before they get to the point where they become problematic.
You know, I think
so. We should not also leave them off the hook. I'm not talking of the ex post facto audit.
Yes.
Internal auditors are in
the real-time audit.
So how come monies are being transferred, things are being done, and internal audit is not?
And you are right, because if we look at the narration of some of these cases that are currently in court, for instance, you would realize that it almost always involves some other persons within that public institution. So somebody who works in audit, somebody who works in this, all of whom then become business partners of the public officials to be able to carry out this endeavor, because you might need somebody to sign off in procurement, you might need somebody to sign. So if you follow the cases as narrated, or those that are in court, you realize that, oh, Aloski is head of this organization, but the person who heads Aloski Incorporated is a person maybe who is head of audit. The deputy general manager of the company is the person who is a head of accounts in that same organization. So it's just one huge internal compromised setup, you know, which is why we need a lot of things to happen. My interest in all of this is, I listen to the Attorney General, for instance, and he talks about we should be patient. And I do agree. These things are very sophisticated crimes that do indeed require patience, because it is easier to prove somebody has stabbed somebody than to prove somebody has stolen $10 million. It is very difficult to do. And to make a legal case out of it. You know, so when he says patience, I do understand. But what I am interested in is, look, for the past 20 years, we've dealt with these stories every cycle. Okay, every cycle we deal with these stories. The solution is, part of the solutions are what we are discussing. Can the banks do more? Can the institutions that have been set up do more? And I think what we are pushing for, we're asking the institutions to do, the banks, FIC, and all those, is, can you protect us a bit and not let the monies go away? Because the person has taken the money. If the person goes to serve the jail term, he will come back and still enjoy the money. the retrievals will never be at the point where the public will be satisfied. So I think what the general public is asking for is a tightening of the regime to prevent these acts from even. You cannot say you will stop corruption. You cannot say you will stop stealing. But you can make a dent in it. You can let there be a certain kind of fear out of it. You see, and for that to happen, our institutions must become stronger, which is why we've always encouraged the development and growth of independent institutions. It is not because we like talking. It is for purposes like this. I'm reading the BNFT today, and there's a conversation by, if you go to page 7, government moves to restore integrity in real estate. And you might think it's a random story, but when you read the details, what they are trying to do is to link real estate to some of these acts that are happening with reforming the Real Estate Agency Act. Now, when they do that, they want to enhance transparency, improve governance, and strengthen accountability through industry. So basically, across the industry. So basically, you are going to, it's going to be able to function in such a way that you can only deal with registered realtors of a certain category. If we had the system set up properly, for instance, why would Richard Sky spend $1.5 million buying a house at Tunga? What is the categorization of Tunga? Or what is the categorization of Amrahia as an estate? You understand? So as soon as you hear or see something like this, the system automatically should be able to tell you that there is a problem here. Okay, so yesterday there was a very big conversation about how, and it's a conversation that has been going on. Sam George basically amplified it some time back about the real estate sector being a key component of some of these things, because that's where all the money seems to go. But that's because it's been left very unregulated. It's heavily unregulated.
Is this supposed to be regulated from the housing ministry side? Who's the real estate regulator in Ghana?
Yeah, this is the Minister of Works and Housing. You see, so if they bring some semblance of order in that space, you will know that if you go and spend X amount of money here, the person who you bought the house from will have to report that I have sold the house to person A, B, C, D at a certain level. If the systems again talk to each other.
Let's think about that. So a developer builds his house, builds houses, and he wants to sell.
Yes, but he has to sell it through a registered realtor agency.
Fine. Can that agency still check to ensure that this person who wants to buy the house is not using proceeds from laundered money to pay for the house?
Because unless the house is being bought in somebody else's name, payments will have to be made in a certain way. How is the payment being done? Is it being done in cash? Perhaps the rules then become you cannot purchase a house in Ghana with cash at a certain amount.
You collapse the real estate industry.
No. But Aloski, where else in the world are you going to show up with $200,000 cash and say I'm buying your house?
Probably.
Where?
Maybe Nigeria.
Where?
I don't know. I'm sure probably not. So you're right. That, but it's for me. What I'm saying is that it's almost like the banks. The people selling the house, they are in a hurry to sell.
Yes.
But and therefore they are looking for their money.
Yes, but design the system to force. You see, so it's the same reason why rent rules don't work here, but rent rules work in other places. Why is it that we say the rent law says 6 months, but we can't do so? You can't do anything about it. But other places right here on this continent, I pay my 6 months plus 1 month deposit. If I leave after the 6 months, I get my deposit back without even having to see my landlord. You don't see even your landlord. You get your money back.
I think that I agree with you. I'm just worried.
I know you do.
I have another challenge. You see, a lot of the people who own these houses are politically exposed people.
Yes.
Who buy these houses. So why would they agree to a law that will prevent them from...
Are you talking about politically exposed persons and politicians?
Yes, and politicians.
Thank
you. Sky, because it's politicians who are in parliament, and they are the ones who have to ensure that a law is passed to
I'll give you an example.
say, the housing ministry to create a system with the realtors.
Let me read something.
But Sky, they are not being implemented.
Let me tell you something. So, for instance, the Yoko thing I was telling you about.
Yeah.
two years ago, and every year after since then, I'm reading something from Modern Ghana.
And by the way, if somebody buys your house with laundered money, are you? So I'm coming. So in the cases where they are saying that people stole public funds to buy houses, is the person who sold the house, does he have any question to answer?
So you see, those agents, they come under what is known in the regulations as designated non-financial businesses and professions. So lawyers come under that. People who work the books come under that. The companies that are building and selling the houses, the agents involved. Because you are the first line of defense. If you come into contact with someone who walks in with $100,000 cash, or no, 1 million, that's a bigger one, to buy a house, there's really no law that says that you can't go and buy a house with that kind of amount in cash.
In Ghana, there's no law.
There's no law banning.
So you can't blame the seller.
Yeah. The issue is, once you come into contact with such a buyer or potential buyer, the system is triggered. You understand? So does it look like a suspicious transaction? Have you done due diligence to establish the identity of the person? Is the person the biggest, factory owner in Ghana, making a turnover of, say, $10 million or $20 million every month? You understand? If your KIC tells you that, okay, this person is Kofi Mensah, who is a farmer owning just 2 plots of land in Tumu and farming on it, and there is no relationship between the amount that he's holding in cash and the proceeds he gets from his farm, then your sensibilities will go up.
Usually,
and then you are required, let me finish, you are required to then follow the process and make the necessary reports. Now, reporting is not to say that the person is guilty of anything. It is just to get the institutions involved to become aware to investigate where necessary.
So you've gone through your sweat to put up a house that you want to sell. Or you are desperate to pay your child's school fees somewhere, so you have a house you want to sell. And then somebody tells you that, oh, I'll buy it. In fact, you actually go to somebody and say, I'm selling a house. That Kudu says, oh, okay, how much is it? $70,000. I'll pay 65. So, okay, you give me the 65. Then you, who is desperate to sell that house because you need money to fly or you need money to pay your child's school fees, now takes the extra step to go and report and flag.
Yes, that is the obligation.
No, let's think about it. Let's think about it for a second. That you think that a person desperate to sell their property will be minded to do this thing the law is asking them to do?
Yes, because when it comes down to it, and investigations reveal that you knew or ought to have known that this money came from a tainted source, then the Attorney General or whichever institution is involved in investigating is at liberty to add you to part of the people they are prosecuting, because the law imposes.
But, I think let's be careful.
No, I understand.
In Ghana today, you see, sometimes we put laws there which nobody will obey.
Yeah.
Because when people are selling houses, they are looking for buyers.
Yes.
So they are minded to get somebody who can buy as quickly as possible. Yeah. You're saying that there are certain things you have to go through. So fine, let's sign those things to make sure that I cover my base. But I doubt that
you see
a lot of our sellers will comply.
But that is the point of what the government has spoken about on page 7.
That thing will not go anywhere.
No, I'm coming.
If the people involved, as you're saying, do not report the necessary suspicious breaches. Let me before you come in.
No, I want to clear a misconception about a misunderstanding. About the point I'm trying to make here. The point I'm trying to make here is this: if the system is so regulated, you don't have a situation where Bernard Avle is the one, even though he owns the house, is selling the house directly. It should not even be possible for you. The homeowner, the homeowner is required to use a system to sell a house.
No, I mean that becomes
no. But Sky, where you? I'm saying you and I have been around a bit. Do the people who sell those homes, even the house that the room that you are renting, you don't directly rent from the owner. You have to go through a process through somebody. And that person normally is licensed. There's a reason why there's a license involved.
Yeah.
So create a system where it is not possible. Whoever is selling a house has to go through an agency of some kind. Now that is where the responsibility then becomes in dealing with the agency. The agency takes stock of documentation. Payment is made through the work done by the agency to the owner.
Do you know that lawyers?
That is where the transactions come in.
Do you know that lawyers come under the very thing I
Yeah, the one you just read, yes.
So you see, again, the lawyer who is providing that service is required under the regulations, right, the guidelines and the law, to appropriately, my client, this is what he does. It is not possible that in the circumstances of his economics, he should be able to afford A, B, C, D.
Hold on, I have a question about that. But as soon as I hire you as a lawyer to work for me, are you not immediately bound by a certain kind of privilege to me? You cannot go to go and report me.
No. You see, so there are bad sides, there are good sides, and there are things you can do to deal with situations like that. You are not to aid your client to break the law. That's not what you are supposed to do.
But you can't investigate me. Yours is design a document.
Where
The money.
No, hold on. That's the point I'm making.
Professionals can help.
Yes, see,
If
that's
a
the point I'm
professional is
making.
doing their work well. They will. You see, I think one of the problems in Ghana is that professionals lower their standards, which is why a lot of things get done wrong. If the lawyer is a proper lawyer, he will not help you break the law, even though you are working for. He's working for you.
So you see,
he's advising you because of his superior knowledge. So you shouldn't be helping you break the law.
Similarly, we were talking about the banking institutions. If Kofi is my relationship officer, right, the expectation is that Kofi will do everything possible to facilitate my transactions with the bank. Money is coming in, payments are making, and all of those things, right? But where a particular transaction is offbeat, doesn't align with my regular mode of transactions and the amounts involved, and it's in excess of requirement, Kofi is required under the legislation to inform the anti-money laundering officer within that particular institution. Now that officer will review the report made, document all the necessary things that need to be documented, including actions that they are taking. Now the idea is not to say that, I am necessarily guilty immediately, right? It's to actually observe and see whether it is possible, based on my history of transactions, to escalate the matter. In which case, you take it externally to now the financial intelligence center to say, this guy is our customer. We are maintaining confidentiality, dealing with his transactions and all of that. We have noticed that A, B, C, D transaction has been done out of, terms with what he normally would do. So we are bringing it to your attention. Then the FIC would then act on that matter and see whether...
Just a final point.
Now, just if I may. Now, what is happening, as your man eloquently explained, is that, look, banks are desperate for deposits. They are so desperate for deposits that they send people after,
high network.
They target you.
Yeah, that's right. To go and get there. Now, if you go desperate like that, they tend to lower the guards.
Exactly.
You understand? So, and the BOG is not intervening with heavy sanctions, or at least we are not hearing about these heavy sanctions for these kinds of breaches. And of course, the people who are many times responsible for some of these things are the big boys who are running state affairs of state. In fact, as we speak, there will be people under the current administration who are also allegedly or maybe in some way tempted to do or are doing some of the things that people are complaining about. So it is okay to say, we are changing this law, we are reforming this law, but if the key actors, the people who actually give life to the law, are not acting the way that the law expects. It's not just about writing.
We have a lot of laws. I mean, somebody wrote an article that says, how does 31 million cities move through a regulated banking system without alarms going off? How do nearly 10,000 alleged fake names pass through the financial system that boasts compliance officers, risk desk, and anti-money laundering units? And it says, the truth is simple and uncomfortable. This was not banking as usual. It was banking that looked away. And it says the bank may not have created the scandal, but it sustained this. And that money does not move itself. It requires channels, authorization, verification, and sign-offs, all of which a bank provided without resistance. So it's a very big conversation that we have just broached. I also want to say finally that the issues also require proper identification systems, like the point you were making with NI and all that.
Yes.
It's important that we clean up the system so that every SIM card is tied to a specific identity, and even with my friend talking about the import verification form, our TIN numbers, our Ghana cards, we need to clear up identity in a way that makes it difficult for people to hide and commit crimes. 9:17 City Breakfast Show. Stay with us.
Unleashing the power of relevant radio. This is Citi 97.3.
It's the Electroland Xmas are picking one my promotion. Citi is appreciating and Electroland is offering. Buy Nasco LED TV from $6.99 Ghana cedis, and when you buy Nasco French door, you get a free 5-gas cooker. Buy Nasco 425-liter chest freezer and get free 24-inch TV. Now buy the 545 to 800-liter Nasco chest freezers and get free tabletop fridge. Buy selected TCL smart TVs and get free TV wall bracket, air purifier, and professional monitor. Or you can buy TCL side-by-side fridge and get free 24-inch LED TV. Buy the Samsung QLED 4K Neo TVs from 65 to 100-inch and get your free music frame wireless speaker. Buy Samsung DuraCool Twin Cooling Plus and get free blender or 4-burner gas cooker. Now rush to Electroland showrooms or authorized dealers in Ghana. Call 050-315-9339 or visit www.electrolandgh.com.
The alumni of Sweden Secondary School, Swesco, invites you to the annual all-year group awards and dinner dance. Relive the memories, reconnect with friends. The Old Swesconians annual year group awards and dinner dance is here. Join us on November 1st at 5 p.m. at the beautiful Channel 1 TV Gardens in Tesano. For just 500 Ghana cedis per head, enjoy an evening of dinner, music, and nostalgia. Don't miss the reunion of the year. The Old Swesconians annual all-year group awards and dinner dance is on the 1st of November 2025 at 5 p.m. at the Channel 1 TV Gardens. Contact your year group or chapter president and get your tickets. Sempercum Optimus, always with the best.
Wake up, have a great day, yeah, with nourishing cowbell premium milk and cowbell Vita Rich nourishment for you. There's a cowbell milk for you, for you, for you. Cowbell Vita Rich and cowbell premium.
Introducing the new Cowbell Premium Milk, high in protein, and the new Cowbell Vita-Rich, enriched with vitamin B9, both so creamy. Now there's a Cowbell for you.
Cowbell, a creamy goodness.
This advert is FDA approved.
Have you imagined buying a house on an interest-free plan and getting a car for free? Well, Afro Arab Properties, best known for building the most affordable quality homes, has hit another milestone of rewards. Are you looking for your dream home today? Afro Arab Properties will definitely show the way. These homes are in 1, 2, 3, and 4-bedroom options located at Manet Spintex, East Legon Hills, Santor, Ashalibotre, Tema Community 25, Old Ningo, Amasaman, Apollonia, and more. Even better, you have a 5-year payment plan without interest. And the big one, purchase a home from some Afro Arab Properties projects and get an electric car for free. Yes, an electric car that can go 300 kilometers on a full charge. So don't miss this big offer from Afro Arab Properties. Just call 055-175-3231 or 0244-109-133. Terms and conditions apply. Afro Arab Properties. At Afro Arab, everyone can buy a house.
Everywhere for everyone, yeah.
This year is going to be sweet. I don't just feel it, I know it, because the Luckiest Season 3 is back.
And I'm about to show you how to grab your golden ticket. Just dial *712# and follow the prompts to purchase your ticket. Or go to theluckiestafrica.com, hit community tickets, and pick your lucky number.
Or let the system do its magic. Choose how much you want to spend from 1 to 5,000 Ghana cedis. You can even buy a ticket for someone else. Be someone's hero. Payment? Easy. Mobile money in Ghana or card if you're international.
one ticket can turn 1 CD into 500 times more. That's maths we love. Or your community go win 10 times more. So let's get lucky together because luck is everywhere.
Play responsibly, not for persons under 18 years. This promotion is regulated by the NLA on the Caritas platform.
Join the conversation on the City Breakfast Show on Facebook at facebook.com/City97.3, Twitter at twitter.com/City973, and Instagram at instagram.com/City973 with the hashtag CityCBS.
Wash your shop, so the boom we see. My man tam, so we the gate it. Ofiabo, and the man tam, and the me fear. Wash your shop, so we the boom we see. My man tam, so we the gate it. Ofiabo, atama, tama ofiabo, atama, ofibakabu, atama, all the talkabu, ofio. Kofi menko, sabasha na kofi wo. Kofi menko, sabasha kofi wo.
23 minutes past 9. We have a few comments on this. Before we get there, let's talk real life. Graduation is here. National service is done, and you are staring at the big question: 9 to 5 or side hustle. If you're wondering what to do next or how to balance both, this is for you. Join Absa Bank Ghana's free Ready to Work webinar titled Side Hustles or 9 to 5s. It's Friday, 24th October, streaming live at 11 a.m. on Absa Bank's Ghana Facebook page or YouTube channel. This isn't just talk, it's real insights from young professionals and entrepreneurs who've been where you are. Discover how to navigate the world of work, turn your ideas into income, and build a path that works for you. No perfect plan needed. Just show up with your ambition and we'll help you with the rest. Your story matters, Absa. Why travel abroad when world-class education is right here in Ghana? At Lancaster University Ghana, you earn a British degree, develop employability skills, and enjoy a campus experience that inspires growth and confidence. Gain practical insights and global exposure and access to scholarships that make your dream degree even more achievable. Apply now to study with expert faculty trained to UK standards right here in Ghana. Visit www.lancaster.edu.gh. You may also contact us via email admissions@lancaster.edu.gh. Lancaster University Ghana, the only British university campus in West Africa. Are you looking for quality and reliability that lasts? Buy a brand new Toyota from any Toyota Ghana branch and enjoy an extended warranty of 5 years or 120,000 kilometers plus 1 year free service or 20,000 kilometers, whichever comes first. At Toyota, we've got you covered from sales of new vehicles to servicing in our state-of-the-art workshops. Also get genuine parts that help keep your car performing at its best. Call Toyota Ghana on 0302 429 801. Toyota Ghana, Ghana drives Toyota.
While we drive, we also fly better, so next time you fly with the family from Accra, why don't you fly better with Emirates? On Emirates, everything is taken care of when you are traveling with the kids. If you have fussy eaters, you have no problem at all. They can tuck into tasty meals that are perfect for tiny taste buds, and you won't hear a beep of on board. We have over 250 dedicated kids and family channels for them to enjoy. It's non-stop fun all the way for little explorers with free toys like new cuddly friends or cool activity packs. You get so much more in Emirates economy. With daily flights, you can now enjoy more convenience and flexibility to over 150 destinations within the Emirates global network. Find out more at emirates.com. It's a winning season again. The luckiest is back again, bigger and better. We'll show you how. Grab your phone and dial star 712 hash. Choose option 1 to buy a ticket for yourself, 2 to buy for someone else. Go with option 1 again if you want the system to generate a lucky ticket for you. Choose option 2 if you want to do that all by yourself. Confirm your payment with Momo and you'll be in. For online users, the luckiestafrica.com is where to register. Use Momo or card to pay and register. This is your golden chance to hop on. Let's get lucky together because luck is everywhere. Good morning, Ghana. Kickstart your day with the irresistible chocolatey goodness of Twisco. Is enriched with NF4, a combination of energy boosting minerals and vitamins, including B vitamins, vitamin C, D, iron, and many more. It's simple. Just mix with water, add milk, stir, and enjoy. It goes for 2 Ghana cedis in a local store near you. Twisco, power your dream.
All right, let's read a few more comments.
Okay, this one says, good morning.
Morning.
The banks have become lazy in encouraging all manner of fraud. A bank that does proper know your customer, KYC, due diligence, and enhances due diligence will flag transactions outside of a customer's declared legitimate earnings as suspicious transactions for investigation. The KYC is supposed to be rigorous and an ongoing process of seeking to know the customer on your books. But what do we see now? Because of unreasonable financial KPIs, KYC has been reduced to collection of IDs and utility bills when the banks really have failed to know their customers. The same banks are facilitating fund transfers under the advance payment arrangement for goods and services and not following through to ensure that the goods for which the funds are transferred do come into the country and outstanding documents duly retired. Aloski, the banks are just not helping. What a society we have created, that wealth as to how it is acquired is not questioned. I know Mr. Chiaino will be very angry at the conduct of banks recently. The leadership of the Ghana Banks Association itself needs to wake up. Well, I leave it for now. Mr. Wu and his team should do the tough work to clean up the space. Bernard, please, on the issue of IDFs, you can speak to someone who's presently practicing. What the person... Okay, all right, then... hello, Bernard. Have you noticed that these corruption-related money launderers do not... Okay, Bernard, have you noticed that these corruption-related money laundering acts do not occur in the international banks? Hello, team. I think we should replace IDF numbers with TIN numbers. This way we can track all transfers. Good morning, guys. With this bank transfer discussion, most of the RMs are partly to be blamed. They openly charge commissions based on the amounts to be transferred. I witnessed a 4.3 million Ghana cedi transfer last month. The RM on the phone requested that 10,000 Ghana cedis be sent to his Momo before he pulls the transfer through. Within minutes, it was done. This is somebody who says he's a driver from Laboni. Okay. Bernard, there is collusion in some of the banks. There are these 2 banks I know who work with fraud boys. They even open branches on Sundays only to serve these clients. Some banks are also doing very well. Somebody sent me just 5,000 Ghana cedis from abroad for the family, and the regular GCB took me through before I was able to access the money.
The whole money.
This is BB from North Cape. Good morning, Bernard.
Morning.
Somewhere between 2005 and 2013, some of the young guys I personally know who were or are still involved in romance fraud got most of their money from the banks. And with the help of bank managers who they struck percentages with, the Bank of Ghana must sit up and tighten the regulations. There are too many loopholes. This is Edmond from B Hills.
Are you a young entrepreneur, a woman building something remarkable or running an SME ready to expand across borders? This is your moment. Under the patronage of His Excellency John Mahama, President of Ghana, in partnership with Africa Continental Free Trade Area Secretariat, the Africa Prosperity Network presents the Africa Prosperity Dialogue 2026 on the theme Empowering SMEs, Women and Youth in Africa's Single Market. Innovate, collaborate. Trade. This all-important African meeting takes place between the 4th and the 6th of February 2026. The 3-day program will be accompanied by the Project Afrique exhibition, an event to culminate with the Africa Prosperity Champions Award and Gala at Kempinski on the 6th of February. Network with leading investors, access real funding, and learn how to trade across Africa's market of 1.5 billion consumers. Register now at africaprosperitynetwork.com. WhatsApp 053 609-8325. That's 053-609-325. Africa Prosperity Dialogue, where business and political leaders meet to drive Africa's single market. Happy Global Customer Service Week from all of us at Omni Basic. To our valued customers, thank you for joining us and choosing us. And to our beautiful, dedicated team, you make service excellence mission possible every day. Have a beautiful week from us here at Omni Basic. Call 030-708-6000. Omni Basic Bank, not just another bank.
So, is your organization privacy ready? Do you collect and use information of people in your line of work, like their name, number, image, location, email, bank account number, etc.? Listen, you might be doing the wrong things. Whether you're a big company or a small one, you must respect people's right to privacy. Register and be certified by the Data Protection Commission of Ghana. It is the law. You will receive the necessary training, advice, and be guided on the right systems to put in place to help protect the information you collect about people. Register your company or business, organization, or association. It's simple and online. No need to move from the comfort of your home or office. Visit www.dataprotection.org.gh to register or call. This is the number 0256 301 533. Privacy is the responsibility of everyone. Remember, privacy is personal. So when you buy anything, it's got to be the very best, right? Diamond 42.5 R grade cement is the highest quality cement on the Ghanaian market since the year 2000. We've put smiles on the faces of homeowners, block makers, and supported numerous constructions with a high quality brand that's rated green by the EPA. Now we have the 32.5 R grade. Good deal for everyone, great value for your pocket. You deserve the very best. Make Diamond Cement your number one choice for all your building needs. Deal with us directly, okay? We are across the country, but our factories are in Aplau, Takoradi, and Bwepe. Kindly call us 0244 313 368. Diamond Cement, still as hard as a diamond.
You captivate my body, put me under a spell. With your couscous perfume, I love your sweet smell. You're the only young girl who can ring my bell, and I can take rejection. So you tell me go to well, I'm bombastic, tell me fantastic. Touch me on my back, she says I'm Mr. Romantic, tell me fantastic. She touch me on my back, she says I'm Mr. Boom, 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 bombastic. Tell me fantastic, touch me on my back, she call me Mr. Romantic, tell me fantastic. She touch me on my back, she says I'm Mr. Boom, boom. Kiwis, baby please, let me take you to an island of the sweet cool breeze. You don't feel like drive, well baby hand me the keys, and I will take you to a place and set your mind at ease. Don't you tickle my foot bottom, baby please. Don't you play with my nose, cause I'm a hatchoon sneeze. Well you are the bun and me are the cheese, and if I'm me are the rice, well baby love you the peas. I'm bombastic, then the fantastic. Touch me on me back, she says I'm Mr. Romantic, then the fantastic. Touch me on me back, she says I'm Mr. Boom, boom, boom. Bombastic, then the fantastic. Touch me on me back, she says I'm Mr. Romantic, then the fantastic. Touch me on me back, she says I'm Mr. Boom, boom. I say give me your loving, girl your loving well good. I want your loving, can't beat it like you should. I give you your loving, girl your loving well good. I want your loving, girl you remember the would you like to kiss and caress, rub down every strand of your bandages. I'm bombastic, rated as the best you should get. Nothing more, nothing less. Give me your digits, chat on you.
And we have joining us in the studio Cracks Training Institute. They have an amazing offer for you if you're looking to add value and explore, pivot in your career. You're looking at the ABE Level 6 Diploma in Chartered Data Analyst Certification. Cracks Training Institute is where to go. So what do you need to do? That's what Dr. Isaac Setoji, BDM, ABE UK, and Barata Akefi, CEO of Cracks Training Institute, are here to instruct us on. Good morning, gentlemen. It's good to have you again. It's been a while, though.
Good morning.
How is Cracks Training Institute doing?
We are doing well.
Fantastic.
Doing well. I like the way you pronounce it. It's not crooks, it's cracks.
What's new with you? What's been going on since we last spoke?
Well, we are still in the area of certifications
Sure.
and getting people ready for the job market. I believe that is very, very important.
Mm.
So, for us, it's been a fantastic year, and we are hoping for the best.
So I'll let you tell us more about what the ABE Level 6 diploma is, right? How long a program is it? What's the duration? What's the mode of tuition? Which country of origin is the certification coming from, and all that, right?
Okay.
Mm.
Good morning good morning to you and your listeners.
Yeah.
So the ABE is a UK professional program.
Okay.
Regulated, registered in the UK under Ofqual. So in Ghana here also we are recognized by Ghana Tertiary Education Commission. That's
GTEC Almighty.
So this is the GTEC Almighty recognized qualification.
Okay.
So whatever we are doing here is very authentic, and the qualification is from UK.
Okay.
So this morning we are selling what we call the ABE Level 6.
Mhm.
Now the ABE Level 6 is designed for professionals. And you know, there are instances people are having some HNDs or maybe some other professional qualification. They are looking for top up. If you want to go to the traditional way, it's going to take you sometimes 2 years and 3 years before you can get a bachelor's degree.
Okay.
But this morning, AB UK is telling us that bring your recognized diploma.
Mhm.
Come join the AB Level 6 in Human Resource Management, Business Management, Marketing Management, and Leadership.
Mm.
So come do it for just 1 year.
Okay.
It's a top up and get a UK recognized Level 6 diploma, which is first degree. I mean, it's comparable to a first degree in Ghana here.
Okay.
That is how it works.
So let's talk about who exactly the ABE Level 6 diploma is designed for, and how it differs from what is offered in traditional universities.
Yes, perfect. So these are for working professionals. These
Right.
are for people who have an HND. They
Mhm.
have a 2-year diploma. They are in the job market. They are working, and their aim is to get a bachelor's degree. As I said, the level 6 qualification is equivalent to a bachelor's degree,
Right.
and it is recognized in Ghana. So within a year, you are able to get your degree, and you can use this as a qualification to do a master's in any accredited university in Ghana.
Mm.
So in terms of who it is for, is anybody who is thinking of getting their degree,
Okay.
and they don't want to go through the traditional university
Okay.
curriculum, but with their HNDs and their 2-year diplomas, they qualify to go to the level 6, and then within a year they are able to get their bachelor's degree sorted.
That's interesting, and we did talk about chartered data analyst certification, right? So
yes.
throw more light on that,
Good. So-
how it fits into today's job market, and why professionals must consider this seriously.
Beautiful. So the data analyst qualification is a professional qualification that we are running, and it is one of the top qualifications in the area of data analytics. Caleb, you agree with me that data analytics, data is very, very important in how organizations work nowadays. If you remember, just a few days ago, the whole internet or half of it went off because of an issue. Yes, and so you realize that we are stuck to data now. The thing is that a lot of people have data and they don't know what to do with it. They can't make any insights out of the data. It doesn't bring any value to them. So
Right.
data analysts are becoming very, very important in how organizations work. People, I know you guys here who have some guys mining your data, the trends, what is happening, even to make decisions on the programming and so on and so forth. So organizations need insight into how they make business decisions, and
That's
that
true.
is where the data analytics skills come in.
So what kind of what makes me eligible? Is there a specific background I need to be able to be a part of this, or anyone else?
It's anyone else. It's not just for IT people.
Are you sure?
Yes, I am. Once you work and you work with data,
Yes.
it is a skill that you need to have.
Okay.
And you realize that with these skills, it becomes very, very easy.
So you're saying I
for you.
don't need any background proficiency in
You don't.
data,
You
nothing.
don't.
I
You
should
don't.
just come
You
just
should
the way
just
I
come.
am.
We are going to take you from scratch, and then
Okay.
within 6 months, you become a pro, so to say. Exactly.
Wow. Let's talk about some success stories and practical examples of how these certifications have helped professionals to pivot in their career.
Yes, I think that professional qualifications are the way to go. If you look at the ABE level 6 qualification, for example, it is something that has been rooted in the job market. So you are not just coming for a qualification, you are coming for something that is practical to you on the field, on the job market, and that is what ABE is known for, because they are a professional business development body. It relates to your work, and anyone in middle management, upper management, it's a perfect qualification for you. And then also the added advantage, you also have the academic qualification of getting your bachelor's degree attached to it. So this is a very practical course. The same with the data analyst certification. Very, very, very practical. Yesterday we had some pass out for a company, and their whole data analytics team were training the data analyst, and you can see the improvement in their insights. Their CEO was bubbling all around. Exactly.
Isaac, share some success stories as well.
Success story with the AB. We've got a lot of alumni out there, and I'm a product of AB myself.
Right.
So you see, we have a lot of them out there. So with AB, we believe in practicality of subject matter. It's not about theories. We've had enough of those theories, all right? So with AB, we are transforming those theories into reality. We are training professionals. And one beautiful thing about the AB program is that it's not, we have a way of doing exam. Okay, we call it assignment.
Okay.
It's not the traditional way that you're going to be giving some black and white pages. No, it is an assignment, and the questions are so practical. So we are impacting that knowledge to transform our generation. So regardless of your qualification, regardless of your location, you can just come to us, and then we will see how best we can
You
take
mentioned
it
that this is UK based, it's an internationally certified program.
Yes.
So are we paying international fees?
You can imagine, but we are paying the CD equivalent, but it's very flexible. We have payment options for those who cannot pay in full, and so it's something that people are able to manage, so to say. So it's not overly on the top. But
that's a good one.
Yeah, exactly.
Is it an evening program, weekend program, or hybrid, in person?
Exactly. So these days, most of them are in-person hybrid.
Right.
So regardless of where you are, you could even do it online. It's usually a weekend class.
Okay.
It's usually a Saturday weekend class, so you can easily register and then get in touch with us.
So what's the process for enrollment? Share that with us, and we can get in touch with you.
Okay. So you can contact us on our telephone number. So first of all, our website is active. So cracks.edu.com.gh.
And cracks is CRUX.
Exactly.
Right?
crux.edu.gh, and you can get in touch with us. Then our numbers, you can call us or send us a WhatsApp. Once you send us a WhatsApp or a text message, we can get back to you. Sometimes the calls can be jammed, especially when we release the numbers. So don't be deterred. You can just send us a text message with your name and the course you are interested in, whether AB level 6 or CDA, and then the team gets back to you. Our number is very simple. 055 222 22
Oh, Charlie. 055 222 2217. We call and say we are interested. We want to know how do we enroll. And
very important. If you call and it's busy, just send us a text message, your name and the course you are interested in. The team will get back to you.
Let me give you the final word, Dr. Isaac Setoji.
Yeah. Okay, so this morning, this is a good news to everybody out there. So come join our professional program and get trained to better be productive in the job market.
Okay.
Yeah, so AB is for anybody. AB level 6 is for anybody who is dreaming about getting their university their degree equivalent fast. The chartered data analyst is for anybody at all in the work field who aims to have better insight into the job market.
Right.
The number one last time, 055 222 2217.
I see your phone is buzzing already, so let me end it here so you can attend to the many people who are calling you to enroll. We wish you all the best. Right, so thank you, Dr. Isaac and Barata, BDM, ABE UK, and CEO of Cracks Training Institute.
Thank you.
Here's an invitation to treat for you, right? So call them and take care of that agreement, sort that out.
Right, thank you.
This is the Citi Breakfast Show, the city's biggest conversation.
So wash
Protect yourself from germs and bacteria with confidence. Cleanse hand soap effectively kills 99.9% of germs with every use. Perfect for all your hand washing moments throughout the day. Available in a variety of variants and delightful flavors. Choose Cleanse for yourself, your family, and friends. Make Cleanse your daily essential. The GC brand. It's all about you. This advert is FDA approved.
Let's clean soap.
Who is calling me this other one?
Hello. Good evening, Kwame.
Good evening.
We are into baby foods and would like to introduce...
Wait a minute. How did you get my number? You just use ways and means to find people's numbers and be calling them by heart. No respect for privacy or anything at all.
Oh, Bra Kwame.
Is your business privacy ready? Do you collect and use information of people in your line of work, like their name, number, location? You might be doing the wrong things. Whether you're a big company or a small one, you must respect people's right to privacy. Register and be certified by the Data Protection Commission of Ghana. It is the law. You will receive the necessary training, advice, and guided on the right systems to put in place to help protect information you collect about people. Register your company. It's simple and online. Visit www.dataprotection.org.gh to register. Privacy is the responsibility of everyone. Remember, privacy is personal.
And where do you think you're going?
To train in the garden.
With my broom?
Mom, it's a javelin.
Oh, really? And that plate?
That's not a plate. It's a discus, Mom. We are training to become winners.
Well, you know you need lots of energy to become winners. So you both better start your day with Twisco before you go anywhere. Besides its great chocolatey taste, Twisco is enriched with Enerfort, a blend of energy-boosting vitamins and minerals for little winners.
Thanks, Mom.
Got to keep my little winners in shape. Twisco, power your dreams.
This advert is FDA approved.
If you know these sounds, you didn't just live through the 90s, you lived the experience. Back then, connection took minutes. Today, it takes a blink. You express yourself with memes. You hold video calls across continents. You say hey to an AI who responds,
"Hello, Kwame."
You order rides, dinner, and dreams all from the palm of your hand. A lot has changed, so have we. For over 3 decades, EcoBank has evolved with you, leading digital banking in Ghana and across 33 African countries, pioneering solutions built around how you live, move, and dream today. From our express points to EcoBank Pay, online banking, and the mobile app, we are where you are. Here for today, ready for tomorrow. Now, that's change, powered by EcoBank.
EcoBank, a better way to bank your way. EcoBank, the Pan-African Bank.
Abochuki babi de unya sankofa pepper soup where you know pepper sankofa pepper powder sheshe raw sankofa pepper powder sankofa pepper powder sankofa pepper powder
FDA aji ejade nkrato yatum.
Join the conversation on the City Breakfast Show on Facebook at facebook.com/City97.3, Twitter at twitter.com/City973, and Instagram at instagram.com/City973 with the hashtag CityCBS.
This is the City Breakfast Show, the city's biggest conversation. The City Breakfast Show. Rise above the noise.
Brother meniaje fuck. My juma juana Friday. Kumasi Bema, Meji many I no complain, and Grand Swama. Me say, baby, Frame gonna go have it if you wale me na me bano. Sikasu so gumano, Umi I draw me wiper. Usha me slow to have me burger. Man no more man frame. Mama min Jimmy, Ugo was so frame. A man no more man frame.
A man for me. Someone you know. It's 9 minutes to the top of the hour. Have you ever purchased shares, bonds, treasury bills, or other securities? And do you have a CSD securities account number? Many people do, but may not even know. If you have invested in shares, bonds, and treasury bills, you own a securities account with the CSD through your broker, your bank, or custodian. Now, the Central Securities Depository, CSD, keeps your investments safe and makes sure all trading and ownership transfers in securities in Ghana are done correctly and on time, as well as transparently. The CSD and the Capital Market Regulator encourages all investors to verify that their securities account details are accurate and up to date. So please contact your broker, bank, or custodian today to confirm your records. Keeping your information current enables us to maintain a safe, efficient, and transparent market for everyone. Central Securities Depository Ghana. You invest, we protect. CSD is regulated by the Securities and Exchange Commission. Very good morning to a lecturer doing the listening, Mr. Desmond Avevo. You're an avid listener of the show, and we appreciate you so much. Today is your birthday, Anita Dolores Asante Ochre, Best Point Savings and Loans Limited, Abuse Okai branch. Happy, blessed birthday. We wish you God's blessings. Benny Z. Benny, good morning to you. How are you doing? All right. Kodariswa Abrantia Amachidede. Special one going out to all of you doing the listening. This October we are calling you to Northern Ghana. We're taking center stage. Get ready for the Northern Business Fair 2025, the ultimate one-stop shop for everything made in Ghana in the Savannah, Northern, Northeast, Upper East, and Upper West regions. We're bringing you hand-woven smokes, intricate crafts, molding, manufacturing, innovative packaging, made in Ghana products, thriving homegrown businesses. Listen, it's a vibrant celebration of talent, innovation, and authenticity. Brought to you by yours truly, Channel 1 Television, Relevant Radio, always Citi FM. This is the biggest trade fair showcasing Ghanaian SMEs, startups, research bodies, and indigenous brands making waves across the nation. It's happening this weekend, 25th and Sunday, 26th October 2025. Tamale Sports Stadium is the venue, 9 a.m. to 6 p.m. daily. If you want to exhibit, 0205-973-973. Call this number. And we are all flying from all over the country and indeed all over the western part of the continent. In fact, we are coming from the whole world, storming the Tamale Sports Stadium to buy, to connect, to experience, to explore, and to live. The Northern Business Fair is your market, your connections, your growth. Northern Business Fair 2025, powered by Channel 1 TV and Citi FM, proudly sponsored by EcoBank, Side Hustle, Ghana Enterprises Agency, and the Ghana Export Promotion Authority. And I know you enjoy this. All of you at the AMA's PR team, enjoy the song. Ni Lamkai Lawson says I should repeat this one because indeed Soko is good. Good morning, sir. How are you doing? Harrison Ahogba, good morning to you. And to Dr. Ike of Heritage Caravan 2022, somewhere in Obi Manso, doing the listening. Good morning, Dr. Ike. Very soon, we'll draw the curtains on the show very shortly. But again, a very special one, belated, going out to Selom Betebe of Cello Arts. Amazing guy. We celebrate you. Happy belated birthday. My name is Caleb Kuda. You heard Richard the last guy, Godfred Akotobuafo, Bernardino Koku Avle, Francisca Kakrafosing. Thank you for being a part of the show as always. Antina will be taking over to spreading love and wisdom, you know me. Yeah, she'll be doing that with Abeku, who's been with us all morning. And technical, thank you so much. Fred Tetejabano. He produced the show together with Samuel Akom. Edwin Kwal Kofi was here as well on digital. Many thanks to you. Zoe Abubaidu. It's been a while our paths crossed on the morning like this.
Indeed, that's right.
How are you?
I'm blessed.
Okay. Let's know what's in the news.
Hello and welcome to Citi News.